we're about to be doing a Q&A, so I thought I'd go live for a little while for anybody that's not able to be here at the moment. And yeah, it's been a lot of fun. Hopefully you guys can hear everything okay. I'm not really going to be able to answer a lot of questions or communicate with chat very often, but I wanted you guys to be a part of this. So if you guys are not able to be here currently at the moment, it'll be easy for you guys to probably come on here later on and check it out and ask questions. I will be checking the comment section in this and answering any questions that you guys have as well too. And yeah, I don't know. Honestly, there's some really cool people here as well too that I don't know if you guys know yet. So let's introduce y'all to some people that I've met here. If y'all want to, we'll do that really quick. So, Nesto, can I get you to say hello on my no. YouTube channel? He said no. But this is a lonely dad, Nesto. Yeah. And so he's gonna be on the Q&A panel as well too. And so if you guys have any questions, like feel free to throw them out there as well. But yeah, I don't know. I just got started here. Nesto! But honestly,
what's up, everybody?
Freaking awesome, dude, so far.
Are you live right now?
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
Yeah.
Hey, can I tell you guys real quick? This guy right here invited me to do an interview and then ignored me for like 5 months after that. But
Totally happened. I've been dude.
But then I returned the favor on accident.
He did.
On accident.
But
so we should do it soon, is what I'm saying.
I'm down, dude. I'm down. I freaking, dude, like as soon as we were starting to do a lot of podcasts and like interviews with people,
yeah.
And then my travel schedule got like ridiculous, and I didn't really know exactly how to handle my scheduling yet.
Yeah.
And so it kind of
it gets busy fast.
Yeah,
it really does.
But I'm definitely down. We're running it back though, is what we're saying.
Yes.
Yeah. But it's
Love
awesome, I guess. And then also I want to show you guys another person as well too. I met here day before yesterday, but they're really freaking awesome. I don't know if I can see chat or not, so maybe. If you guys are, maybe. I don't know. But anyways, and then, all right, give me one more second. Boop. I'm gonna walk over here really quick. What is up, live homies? Hopefully we're okay. I'm gonna ask somebody if they can hop on the stream really quick as well too. All right, quick question. I'm live streaming on YouTube and I am YouTube. Can I introduce you really quick? Can I introduce you on my YouTube? All right. So this is Nomadic Kitty. Boom! And I just met her day before yesterday.
Yes, Thursday.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. First day out here. So it's very awesome to meet you. And yes. I checked out your YouTube channel. Freaking love your stuff.
Yeah.
So make sure you check her out as well too. It's Nordic. Is it
Nomadic Kitty.
Nomadic. Why do I keep saying Nordic? Nomadic Kitty.
Nomadic Kitty, that's right.
Yes.
I'm a kitty that travels.
Yes, and I absolutely love it. So it's wild too because she started out doing travel vlogs and then now covers like BTS and K-pop stuff. And I started doing K-pop and BTS and started doing travel vlogs.
Yep.
So it's like, and yeah, so it's really cool. Very much so, a lot of similar stuff. So
thank you, I appreciate it.
Make sure y'all check her out too as well. Thank you. Thank you. And then also somebody else I literally just met right now. Somebody I just met today, and I wanted to introduce y'all to. Can I introduce you on my stream? I don't know if my people have ever seen you before or know who you are.
Really?
I don't know. Are you okay if I say?
Man, what?
It's a new person. Y'all probably don't know who this is. I don't know, but Blaze from What You Gotta Say.
What?
Wait,
I'm not Blaze.
What?
What's wrong with you, man?
As he walks off. As he walks off. Dang it.
What's up, y'all?
Yo.
Blaze. I'm out here. I'm with John. We're having fun. We're doing all type of stuff. We just love it. You know what I'm saying? We wish y'all was out here with us because you would love it too.
Yes. Dude, it's been a blast. And honestly, I just had to come out wearing a wig and like random stuff. I feel like I got you the first one. And then I just got myself back in this one. Or Meg got me in this one. So.
You know what? I think there's...
Oh, God. There's photos of it. LR, how's it going?
See if we can get that in.
Yeah. That was him last year.
Yeah, I was church lady.
Yeah, that's exactly what I was going to say. The
lady.
only thing I could think of is church lady.
Yeah, I'm missing the hat, though, the church hat.
Yeah. If you only had the church hat, it would have been perfect. But, and then I got this year, too. And that's on my Instagram if you guys want to see it.
Next HHA shirt you were wearing.
Oh, yeah, it was.
Yeah.
Ah. Solid. Yes. Also, make sure y'all check out Blaze's personal channel as well, too, where he uploads music and a lot of really cool motivational, inspirational stuff that I'm all about, like 1,000%, dude.
I want to inspire as much as I can. I want to, you know what? That's what I live by.
Heck yeah.
I want to aspire to inspire before I expire.
I love that, dude.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
All right.
He is a phenomenal rapper as well too, but just a musician. I'm gonna say musician, not just rapper, because he dudes everywhere in all the genres. So we're throwing that out there. But
Hey, can I?
yeah.
Because you know, me and John, you know, we'll be working together.
Yeah, dude.
We're
It's
definitely gonna be
happen.
working together. So,
Yeah, man. I can't freaking wait, brother.
oh, me neither. Me neither.
We're also gonna be doing a Q&A here in a minute, so if you guys want to hang out with us,
Stay tuned.
yeah. And can I say hello on my chat to you? And also, if you're wondering about like an
Random
amazing, Shimber, an insanely freaking good graphic designer, and seriously, Shimber Art on right?
Yeah,
Shimber
yeah,
Art,
that's it.
and it's
Yeah.
on Twitter.
Yeah.
If you guys are into BTS, she does extremely awesome BTS edits and
Oh, thanks, man.
amazing stuff. And she's also done a music video for Blaze,
For
right?
Blaze, 2 of them.
Yeah, 2 music videos for Blaze. So legit awesome person. Shimber Art on Twitter, legit. I'm so freaking stoked that you made it. I'm so stoked.
you.
Yeah,
I think they spelled it wrong. They were saying Shimber. It's Chimber with CH.
Shimber.
CHIMBERART.
I can't read.
No, he can't.
I know. Yes.
He can't spell, he can't read, but we love him anyway.
It's, but seriously, I'm so stoked you made it. So stoked you
Thank
made it happen. All right. And last person I want to introduce you to. Joyce. Can I get you to say hello on stream really quick? I'll come to you. This is Joyce, freaking amazing community member. She's amazing. I just wanted to say hello really quick. Joyce, seriously, one of the most amazing human beings. She's awesome. All right, I guess we're about to get ready. I guess we're getting on the Q&As. That girl Meg as well too. Do I stream out there or no?
No.
Oh, all right. She's gonna hang out with y'all for a while.
John's a big old liar. Worst liar ever. We got these fun little books this year. Ooh, I don't know if you guys can see it. All the fun stuff, yearbook style. Amp Theory streaming. Got this great stuff. Got Emily, whose birthday it is. Bree, who's amazing. The Returners. Here for another year. New folks, new friends. Maddie, who's awesome. More people that have been here before. Mom's drawings on the fridge. Supposed to be a cat. This is how it turned out. Supposed to be a tree. That's what we got. We've got watercolors by Deb. Deb doing all the things. What else we got? We got Lupe Tortilla again. Doing all the things. Our traveling guest book for Army to sign. John's freeze-dried durian. I gave them a tour. They're back to you.
So really quick, I'm gonna see if she'll do our special cue. But Robin, Liz, can you show us what is our 10 minutes left look like? Do you have it? Yeah. So whenever there's 10 minutes left in the Q&A, because we gotta be at a certain time, she's gonna give us suck it.
But we're gonna make it to where we're gonna act like we don't see her. So she's just in the back
It's gonna
going,
be suck it.
"Stop, guys, just stop,
Please.
just stop."
So please ask us a ton of questions during the Q&A.
Yeah, just
So she just keeps doing it. It'd be amazing.
It smells good. Smell it.
Oh my god. This is Scotty, freaking Amp Theory. Also,
How y'all
y'all might not
doing? How
know,
y'all
but Ghost
doing?
freaking Noodles is gonna come up, dude.
Best Sabina in the world.
Ghost Noodles. It's gonna happen.
It will happen.
It will happen indeed. So whenever you guys see 2 dudes eating ramen and then also ghost hunting, that's what we're doing. All right, homies. I'm gonna put y'all down for a second. So you guys, I'm gonna try to get a good angle here, so y'all can see the whole. Righteous Shame. This is what I just popped up on my feed. Yes.
Yeah, I had to put them right.
All right, so we got this. Roman Lizzie's gonna have to do the suck it freaking thing. I can't wait. It's gonna be so funny. Hopefully you guys can hear us. But if y'all do have questions, Roman Lizzie, can you post the Discord link on my YouTube chat or no? So they're gonna be posting a link on Discord, on the YouTube chat, to the Discord. And then from there, you guys can ask questions and they're gonna answer out loud, or they're gonna ask them out loud and we're gonna answer them for y'all. So if you guys do have any questions at all, make sure you just ask them out. And yeah, it's very fun, man. How's y'all's day going though? How you guys been doing? Let's see if I can do this. Live chat. Nice. Also, Jody, how you doing? Righteous J, freaking dude. How's it going? Freaking Lindsay, how you doing? Nomadic Kitty is freaking here. Yeah. Freaking Nitrid, how you doing, homie? Ellen R, how are you? I think I got it. Maybe, I don't know. Possibly. But how is everybody doing? Barbara, how are you doing? And Cherie. So, I think like somewhere right around in here. Give me like a thumbs up thing here in a second if you guys can hear it and everything, okay? Give me like a thumbs up or something, but 2 seconds.
Hey, tell them that one joke you know.
Why did the chicken cross the road, Peter? I actually don't know. It's the lifelong question. Actually, no, the lifelong question is what came first, the chicken or the egg?
Alright, so this is a random question, but is that mine?
No, it's Blaze's.
Oh, it's Blaze. Blaze.
He stole your seed.
Blaze.
Stole your seed.
Can y'all see me okay?
Yeah, we can see pretty good.
Oh,
I can see pretty good.
Oh, you're on mine? Oh.
I mean, I'm gonna go to mine, but
No, that's cool, man. Alright, cool. Now I can see it. Heck yeah. Wait, does anybody else have some more soju? Is there soju somewhere?
I have one, another one in the bag, Mr. Reed.
Hey, you're live on YouTube too.
Yeah, that's fine.
I guess I might grab a couple up here.
Hello everybody on YouTube. We're going to be going live, or we're already live, but we're going to start getting ads here.
A little soju. Does anybody else have like slight public speaking anxiety? Because I do.
What up, Shayla? Shayla's already there. Granny. What's up, everybody? Howdy, howdy. Alright, so you might not be able to see it. I'm pretty sure y'all can. Can you tell us if you can hear us? Yeah, those microphones.
Okay. So they have a little
Yeah, we
high
got a
on
big
that.
mic. What up, Patty?
What am I doing?
Can I hear you? Okay. You can hear you. What's up, man? Hey. Howdy, howdy. Yeah, so. Okay, cool. Okay, cool. So like, yeah, the microphones work. So when you check the bottom, I so.
Oh, next year. Next year, talk about how you did that. That's pretty cool.
Oh, yeah.
Anybody got some extra cards? Any extra cards? No?
Yeah.
Just go a little crazy this year. Just a little bit. We saw y'all got tested like every day. It was real.
Oh, wait, I don't think you have either bag.
Things got real physical. Oh, look, a wild John Reeves just ran in front of my camera. Picked it up perfectly.
Can someone click that?
Of course, the Solays right here.
How y'all doing? How y'all doing? I think everybody out there doing
Anybody else? What if you were drinking cold
Jersey is one.
Ice.
There you go.
All right, are we ready to get started?
Ready?
Yes.
Do it. Okay.
We are ready.
Whichever one you want first. Let's go.
You want to shoot this one? Shoot from
Now
now.
it's the first time we give that microphone.
Oh, so I don't talk during the whole thing.
Yeah.
Y'all want to scoot over so?
Is there people that aren't in that?
Maybe we go over about like an inch or two. Just a little bit.
You're
There we go.
Yeet.
I feel like this is like it looks like the Last Supper. Kind of.
Yes.
But it's not the Last Supper.
It's not.
Yeah, it's one of many suppers.
Jesus, bless.
I feel like either Blaze or
I think Blaze is Jesus.
Who's Judas?
Oh, no. Definitely it. I take that responsibility.
So you, what you heard?
all right. Do you want me? Can I?
You started off.
All right. Here we go.
Let's go.
Can y'all hear me? Test, test, test. Check, check, check. Okay, so this is our third annual Reactor Con. This one has been a very wild one getting into because so many changes happened with this. And honestly, this would definitely not have been a thing that we've done without our mod team absolutely crushing it, like seriously. Would not be possible without them. I mean, my gosh, it's wild. But so first of all, thank you to you guys. And second of all, thank you to everybody that's been coming out to these. This is like such a family reunion type thing for me, and especially like, I just feel like I don't know, man, beyond friends at this point, and it's like a special bond that I feel like all of us share. And it's such a unique, random thing for us reactors, and then us as all family here. It's just a really, really interesting thing that we all share. And yeah, so we're without some people this year as well too.
We are.
But hopefully, I mean, it's been awesome being able to see some of them come by as well. But it's an ever-growing thing. I know there's already talks about next year possibly things happening as well. So very excited to continue doing this. But thank you to everybody who came out and has made this possible and a really memorable, fun event for us. But in saying all that, I'm freaking stoked, man. I've been having a blast with you guys and just being able to meet Nesto for the first time. Freaking awesome.
Yes, sir.
And,
He jumped in the nitty gritty today.
I know, dude. Jeez.
We kind of jumped him in.
Yeah, we did.
Yeah.
It's gang around here.
Yeah. But so yeah, I don't know. As these Q&As happen, just if you guys have any questions at all that you want to ask, I know that we've seen a lot of you guys even last year. But if there's stuff that y'all have been wondering about throughout the year, or if this is your first time being here and you've got questions, feel free to ask. It doesn't matter what the question is. We're gonna answer it. And I don't know. The weirder the better, because we're gonna get weird with it.
Oh,
It's always a little bit
bro.
weird, don't we?
We love the weirdness.
Yeah.
Who we are.
But either way, man, I'm John Reeves Live, in case anybody doesn't know, and welcome, I guess. So yeah, open up the floor, homies. Sit right here or something, I don't know. Yeah, sit on sugar or something, but then yeah, whoever wants it.
Yeah.
But go for it. Do we have any Discord questions, or do we have any?
Discord questions. When and where is the next John and Scott Bro Venture?
Wow.
I don't know if you asked that question or not, but if you didn't, thank you, questioner.
Thank you so much for that question.
Thank you, questioner. I don't. We don't have it planned yet, but it is
Right.
definitely in the works, though.
We have an outline of a plan that's like an idea
Yeah.
for an adventure.
Yes.
And going back to Japan.
Yeah. You remember that time we went to Japan together?
Yeah, it was like a really fun time.
Such a good time, and so I think we might run it back. I think that's the game
I
plan.
think that's the game plan. Yeah.
We're shooting for fall and Tokyo. That's
Yeah,
pretty much all the details we can. I don't know.
Yeah,
Give them the rest of the details. Hit him with it, dude.
Look here, the most important thing is the Ghost Noodle subunit will ride again.
We will.
It will be happening this fall.
Mhm.
Tokyo. You were talking about getting on like the Vespas or the motorbikes, whatever it was, and like riding across the country.
Going from the southern tip of Tokyo to the northern tip of Tokyo. Or
As
wait,
we
no,
should.
Japan. Not just Tokyo, Japan.
As we should.
The entire
Did
country.
you guys just say you're gonna touch tips in Tokyo?
We're going tip to tip
Yeah.
in
Okay.
Japan.
Okay.
It will happen. Ghost Noodles, tip
Ghost
to tip.
Noodles. I like how J-Mac had to
You
take the
just
mic.
made a name for our whole series. Ghost
Yeah.
Noodles, tip to tip.
Ooh, I like
Yeah.
that. Yeah, thank you,
Yes.
J-Mac.
Thank
Your
you.
jealousy there like helped us out.
No, that's too much.
Yeah, well, we're gonna do that too, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, and
Yeah, me and Peter started our own subunit called Scott Sucks.
Dogs and hogs.
It's so on the
Scott John Sucks.
Hey, we're starting a subunit called Dogs and Hogs, and we're gonna get on motorcycles, and we're gonna go eat hot dogs all over America.
Dogs and hogs is dope.
I actually support that fully.
But are they sandwiches though?
They're not. They're not. I had to think about what side I was on real quick.
Next question. Lays, will there be a fan meet for your album drop?
Oh, solid question.
I would absolutely love that. That's something I was thinking about. Definitely got to get with all you guys and our team over here. Y'all the best. So we definitely work things out with y'all. But yes, I would love that. I would absolutely love that. And look out, I got JK. He's on it so far. We got V. He's on there too as well. Yeah, I'm doing big things now. You know what I'm saying? I dropped a few covers. They called me up. I was like, I'm there. I'm there, man. I promise. No, I was asleep and I dreamed out of that. But that's in my future. I'm working on manifesting that. But yes, I would love that, and hopefully, as everything go right, it will be coming soon. So, thank you for the question.
Will there be an Amp Theory and Lonely Dad collab?
I mean, seeing as how we jumped him in today, yes.
I mean, I'm super down with it. I mean, we're both local, but we also have the ability to collab with anybody across the nation. So we're totally down if you are, man.
Yeah, absolutely. Let me know where. I didn't even know y'all local.
Yeah.
I didn't know that. All right.
Richardson,
yeah, 100%. It's really cool to realize that there's so many local people that are just content creators, which is amazing. I know Nico, Lies, you guys now. You guys are all, I know you're like in Nashville.
Yeah. John's everywhere though.
Yeah, with Wiley.
Wiley. Okay, yeah. So there's so many of us around here. Yeah, we definitely need to do that. That's what's up.
I think that's one thing that I've been like realizing. I probably just need to move here. I think I need to move to Texas, in particular this area.
Very centrally located,
Yeah, because even Ellie was from here recently too.
Yeah.
So I'm like, dang man, everybody's from here. Everybody's from Texas. If you're from Texas, raise your hand. All right, I was literally like, nobody's gonna raise their hand, but people are raising their hands for sure. Wow. All right. Who do you feel like traveled the furthest to get here for this event? Clearly apples. All the way from Hawaii. All the way from Hawaii. That's freaking awesome.
This is receipts.
Yeah.
Do you guys want to explain why we're missing a reactor up there, or talk about the reactor that's supposed to be up there with you? Or the content creator that's supposed to be up there with you?
Are you talking about Ellie?
Elsie?
Elsie. Duh, Elsie. I was checking you guys, make sure y'all knew her right.
Yeah.
Elsie. She's freaking awesome. But yeah, I guess she's sick, right?
She's
got a son.
sick.
Yes. So please send out prayers and positivity to Elsie.
Where can they find Elsie?
You can find her on TikTok. Hit her with it. Or hit.
Elsie in the Soup on TikTok. Like in the soup. SOOP. Elsie in the Soup. So y'all should go check her out.
Mm-hmm. She's legit awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She signed my yearbook.
Oh, you guys.
Yeah, she said
So
you're real cool.
saying in the chat, Anthony, that
Oh yeah.
they can't hear everyone because y'all are mic'd up.
They're too caked up, dude. Makes sense.
Whoops.
You didn't need to share my mind.
Well, they've got like.
I mean, you can just unplug our thing right there, and we'll be good. It shouldn't stop the live, but we'll see.
Your phone just explodes.
Right.
Goodness.
Pull it.
Police.
Turns off.
It turned off?
I turned it off.
Why'd you turn it off?
I turned this off.
Oh.
Oh, is it working?
Okay,
still?
can you guys hear us then? Let us know in our
Can y'all
chat.
hear us?
We can
I
move forward.
hear as
Yeah.
well too. And also, people in my chat, if you guys want to ask questions via Discord, there is a Discord link as well. I don't know if anybody's in there, but do we have any questions here?
Don't be scared.
One question.
Yeah, not even one. Everybody's like, not hell no.
We know everything we need to know after watching those games.
Y'all been going through Discord? That's very true. Y'all have just had one-on-one conversations with us, which is awesome.
Nesto,
Getting to know you.
you're the newest to Army. Do you want to tell us like how you got introduced to the fandom and kind of where you're at and how you're feeling with everything?
Yeah, I got introduced by randomness. I think a lot of content creators I was talking to kind of have a similar story where we knew of the music, but we didn't really appreciate it or pay attention to it until somebody kind of introduced us to it or, kind of stumbled upon it. And me and my son randomly reacted to a video. We saw that a lot of people reacted to it. People kind of started going crazy over it. So we did it again. The numbers increased, and we were like, okay, there's something here. I don't know what it is, but there's something. My son ended up leaving, and thus I became the lonely dad. And then he's off doing his own thing with work and whatnot. And then I just said, you know what, I'm gonna keep doing this because this is all I know how to do. It was either that or just delete my channel. I was like, I don't know what to do. This was supposed to be a father-son thing. And now my son's gone, so I'm like, all right. And then BTS kind of took over, and I learned everything I could about them. And it just kind of took off and, you know, snowballed over that. I got to meet Nico. He reached out to me first, I think. Really tremendous help, really cool guy, plugged me into a lot of things, John and Blaze and a lot of other guys. And then it kind of took off. There was a moment in the last 2 or 3 months where I took a break because I experienced burnout and I had some medical issues. And I honestly didn't know if I was gonna come back because I was stressed out a lot. I have another channel that I do full time, so it was a lot. And Army kept telling me, take your time, we love you, all that other stuff, you know, and I was like, all right. But in the process of that, I didn't know what I was gonna do, like at all. And then I literally just came back last week. So last week, my channel came back alive again. So it's crazy though, like the whole time I was gone, I literally thought my channel was gonna die. I thought, oh, YouTube's gonna kill me, the algorithm's gonna kill me, people are gonna leave, and it didn't. It just stayed where it was. Sometimes it grew. So I was like, how the hell is it growing? And I'm not doing anything, like it was insane, you know? So now I'm back, and I appreciate the love from Army and everybody. It really does feel like an extended family. Even talking to you guys, just meeting some of you, I know the sisters are from California and whatnot, is amazing just to see like people actually watch. And we're all here based on this one thing that we've all experienced in our own personal lives, and it all kind of brought us together in a random city in Texas, you know. So anyway, that's my plans right now. I just plan to keep growing stronger, bigger, better, and just collabing with these guys. Yeah.
Can I ask a really quick question to our homeboy Nesto? Okay, I had to ask the mods, never know. But what was it about BTS that so you checked them out, but what was it about them that really got you to be like, all right, I'm actually a fan of this band? Like, what was it that got you about them?
The fact that they actually had rappers, because I came from hip hop, so I'm thinking this is a kitty cat Disney Channel band, and my daughter listens to it, so I'm like, I can't relate to these guys. And then I realized they have 3 rappers, and I'm like, wait a minute, they have rappers? And then I heard some of RM stuff, Suga, which is the jersey I'm wearing right now, and then J-Hope, and I think it was Suga first. And that's why I was like, okay, he's my bias. And then I kept going, and I was like, RM's my bias. No, okay, maybe Jim, no, J-Hope. I mean, they all keep switching. Then I heard this term called OT7. I was like, okay, I guess I'm that, right? Because I can't determine just one. But it was the hip hop side of them, where I was like, I can relate to this. And then some of the tracks, they come really hardcore. Like they get really hard. And that shocked me because I was like, whoa, like they're actually not Disney Channel. They're like actually grown dudes. And by the time I got to them, they were grown men. You know what I'm saying? So I was like, wow, I know none of this. But it was literally that, and then their human side. Once I watched their documentaries, once I saw the struggles they went through, the hate that they get, and they still overcame all of that, you know what I'm saying? Then I was like, all right, I'm sold.
Massive shout out to Taylor Marie, by the way, for one of the greatest freaking BTS documentaries ever created.
A question from the Anthony chat from Janet. Have any of your biases changed?
Anybody got an answer to this that I was thinking about? Oh, it's a tiny little microphone.
So, I notoriously am I've always been a Jimin bias.
Did you gym out?
Yeah, you did.
No, I'm not. I haven't gymmed out. I'm just gymming to the side a little bit. Gymming to the side a little bit.
Wait.
Jib it to the side.
What you mean he's to the side? You got a main one, then you got a side one. How is he the main one, then you got a side one?
It all makes sense
That's how
now.
you catch him.
Technically, my new bias is technically like my side piece bias, if I can put it that way. No,
Some people
so
ain't loyal. Some people ain't loyal.
I have still the same exact love for Jimin. None of that has changed. If anything, it's grown stronger. But my bias for Jungkook has just skyrocketed after his album. I mean, there's just something about him that I'm like, he's undeniable. They're all 7 of them are undeniable. But I mean, there's a reason why when I won a prize today, I was like, immediately, I need this.
I didn't even realize that's the one you got. I thought you got Jimin.
No, it's Jungkook.
He ain't loyal.
But I still love them both equally. It's like 1A, 1B, but they're both 1A, if that makes sense. All right, then also 1C is Sugar. All right.
I made my decision, but my love grew when the extended version of Super Tuna came out. Mr. Worldwide Handsome made a full length on it. Loved him since day one.
Listen, Ghost Noodles will forever be freaking Jin bias.
Yeah. We figured that out when we were in Japan.
Yeah.
Go figure.
Yeah, go figure it.
That's how we became best friends.
Yeah, we were ghost hunting, and then we were like by a cemetery, and someone was like, "Who's your bias?" And we're like, "Ooh, Jin."
Wait, are you saying that you and John went to Japan together? I've never heard that before.
I love your jealousy.
Solid.
My bias is the same. I'm a V guy all day.
Yeah.
What is it about me that makes him your bias?
He was the first one. So when what's her name? Camilla reached out to us. She's the one that kind of egged us on to continue reacting to BTS. She like sent us a spreadsheet of all the videos that we need to watch. And when I heard Singularity, I was like, what's this about? Why am I feeling like this? And let me hear it one more time. And then but at that time I didn't know what biases were. But then once I was like put onto that, I was like, I think I know. And I never looked back.
Sounds like it.
Yeah.
Thank you for the question.
You're not gonna let Blaze answer? My bad.
It's all right, man. It's all right. It
I was
happens.
just saying thank you. I was just saying.
Hey, we don't like you for a reason right now, okay? Don't play. I love you. Sure. Because you stood loyal.
I am.
I don't like people that don't stay loyal.
He ain't boy, that's Nick or John. What do you mean? They created their own subunit.
First of all, we ain't ever gonna compare John to Jungkook and
I know, because
And,
Jungkook's way
Jimmy.
cooler than John.
Ouch. I mean, it's
Yeah,
true.
that's why we're not comparing.
It hurts.
I'm just saying, you should have stood loyal. You got this man all right here. You got a main man. How are you putting your side piece in front of your main one?
It's true.
You see, you ain't got nobody in front of me because RM is my bias. I stand on that, and I'm gonna stand on that. If anybody got a problem with me having RM as my bias, I fight for him. I'm gonna stand beside him. Huh?
What made him your bias?
Dimple.
Say it with his whole chest.
You have an amazing dimple toe, bro.
Smart. It's perfect.
Just, I feel like he connects with me. I feel like when I listen to his music, like when I used to listen to Tupac, I feel like Tupac connected with me. J. Cole, I feel like when I'm listening to J. Cole, there's a connection there. So when I listen to RM, and there still be songs, I'd be like, where did this come from? And why am I crying right now? You know, did I need this right now? You know, so, but Persona, that was the thing that really just grabbed me. Like I remember just when he came out, I think it was at the Mama award show, and he came out doing Persona. I just remember being like, oh no, he's the one. Like, like y'all, I don't know if y'all ever saw like Dragon Ball Z when they start like charging up. I swear I saw like this whole glow just going around him at the moment. I was like, he was Super Saiyan Super before Super Saiyan Super came out. I'm just letting y'all know. So, yeah.
I got a question for you.
What's up?
Indigo or I always get this mixed up. Right person, wrong place, or wrong person, right place?
I'm gonna go with Indigo. But the reason why is because there's so many songs on there that really, I just felt like he just went hard on it. But then also the people that he's working with, like, they don't go for who's popular right now. They really want their music to like hit you. Whatever they feeling, they want you to feel. So they pick the right people instead of picking the right people, if you get what that means.
Yeah.
So, especially that song, man, Flowers.
God, it's so
I
good.
still listen to that song to this day. And every time, I said, man, this dude is amazing. But this lady right here,
She can sing so good.
I promise you, she make you melt. Right in your seat, I was driving, almost got into a car accident. Didn't even know. But yes, Indigo. Indigo is definitely, yeah, I love it. So, yeah, RM.
Yeah, my bias hasn't changed, Jimin. And I'm gonna say actually the same.
I'm sorry, what?
Oh my God, not Jimin. Oh, yeah. Sweet Jesus. Clip that. Clip that. Editor, I'm gonna need you to edit that one out really quick. No, Jin. I'm sorry, oh my gosh. But I'm gonna say the same reason though, because like lyrically, I feel like that's what connected with me. And I know, and not just that, but like, I remember watching in the documentary, and like a lot of people have said this, but like Jimin, or good God, listen, it's the soju, it's the soju. Okay,
Jimin in, he's Jimin in.
You're positive.
It's like he got, it's like he got taken out of Jimin, and then I got taken into Jimin. What? I don't know what happened. Either way, yeah. But with Jin, it was, I don't know, man. I think like hearing all the stories about like how he thought that he wasn't a good enough dancer, how he felt like he wasn't a good enough singer, so he just worked even after they would practice. He would still be there, just putting in the work because like I don't know, but I relate to that a lot. I always feel like it doesn't matter what I've accomplished or what I'll end up doing. I always feel like, man, it's just not enough. You know what I mean? And so I feel like I've related a lot to that about him, and then also like I don't know. I feel like he's really real and funny, and yeah, dad jokes are amazing. So, Jin, I'm sorry, we did it twice in a row with Jin, but Jin. Yeah, what about you, man?
So here we go. Answer this.
Oh, yes.
So these were called the Jimin glasses because I always said that he was so bright that you couldn't look at him head on without burning your eyeballs out of your sockets, right? So somebody from Army actually mailed me these glasses, and they were like, these are your new Jimin glasses. So I wear these every now and then when I'm reacting to Jimin. I am technically OT7, but at one point my bias was Jimin. At one point my bias was every one of them.
Yeah.
But that's why I was like, I'm done deciding. I'm just gonna like all of them, like, cause I can't decide. I feel like every other performance, one of them like stands out and kills it.
Yeah.
Or a song, you know, where you're like, damn, he destroyed it on this one. And then you kind of just keep switching. But I'm like, all right, I'm OT7. But yes, at one point it was definitely Jimin. Yeah.
I think there's a saying with Army that's like your bias is whoever's in front of you at the moment.
Yeah.
So it totally makes sense. It totally makes sense. I like that. We got any other questions out there?
So all of you guys have answered this question at some point over the last 3 years that we've been doing this. But
We're so
Nesto,
old.
you're new. So how have you changed as a person since coming into Army and the fandom?
I'm no longer an alcoholic. No, I'm playing.
We still drinking.
We still drinking.
You're very strong around here, bro.
This is water. Yeah.
No, I think I'm more in touch with my emotions. Like I have another channel, but I don't like cry on that channel or anything like that. I'm just doing video games. On this one, it was the first chance I actually got to like connect on an emotional level, and I never planned on it because I was like, I'm just doing a reaction channel, and then BTS became a big, huge chunk of it.
You were
and
sobbing every day.
yeah, then
Joyce got receipts.
like I was telling people were literally PO boxing me, sending me pictures of me. They were drawing pictures of me crying, and I was just like,
I love you, Army.
I was just hanging them up, laughing because I was like, and then comments were like, "Why does this guy cry so much?" and yada yada yada. And I was like thinking, maybe I need to stop doing that, like, because I want to be the guy that cries all the time. But I told them, I was like, look, I'm 48 years old. I'm just at a point in my life where I don't give a crap. Like I just let it, whatever's in me, I gotta let out, because I don't even know if I have tomorrow. You know, so. whatever I have, you're gonna get, and if you rock with it, I appreciate it. And I felt like it kind of like drew people in more to where they were like, we connect with that. And I just like, if I'm not gonna be transparent, I'm not gonna do this. So I felt like this channel, Army and everybody kind of helped me just get in touch with that side of me that I wasn't willing to before. And it came at a great time. You know that saying y'all say is like, they find you at the right time or something like that. Yeah. And I felt like it just happened when it was supposed to happen.
Yeah.
And now I'm here crying, wearing glasses that look like this. So, yeah.
Currently crying right now.
Trying to rip men off of blankets.
I just wanted to speak a little bit on what you said about the whole crying thing.
I'm glad you did, because I was
And
literally
people coming in the comments and talking about, oh, we crying, or sometimes they get upset if we get overexcited.
Yeah.
Hey, that's not your brothers, then don't worry about it. That's our brothers. If they touching us at one moment, we gonna give you any emotion that we feel at the time. You don't have to watch it if you don't like it. We love it. That's why we react to it. We feel like there's more there. Look at this. And y'all don't see what's behind the camera, but what's going on here is something bigger than we thought it was going to be. Everybody's sitting up there and we watch them on TV, but there's some people that don't have nobody to connect to, you know, and this is their family. Army is a family. So when you come up there and you criticize and you talk bad, you definitely let me know that you're not Army, because if you ain't never felt that type of emotion, like, come on, can't nobody up in here say that they heard every BTS song and not cry ever.
yeah.
I will punch you in the mouth today. For real.
Yeah, dude.
I'm just saying, like, we all cry. We cry when they didn't get a Grammy, so.
Yeah.
The bad thing is we watched their performance first, so we just knew they got the Grammy, so. But still, man, that's just what it is. We gotta stop putting this thing on, especially men, that we're not supposed to. We don't, look, we gotta release that, because what happens is that build up and it becomes an anger. And trust me, y'all don't wanna see what happens after that. So respect this man, respect this one. Cause he said like a lot, but it's okay.
I say it all the time.
You know?
Like all the
Dude.
Hey, I gotta say, I used to cut out all of my likes. I used to edit out all of my likes, and somebody was like, why are you doing that? Just leave them in, dude. Nobody cares. And I was like, okay. I've even said liking that 3 or 4 times.
See? So I'm just saying, y'all, we here, we men, we brothers. This is a brotherhood, so y'all respect it, or you can get checked, son. That's all I'm saying.
Hell yeah. Yeah, to piggyback off of both what you guys said, you know, it's, you know, there's obviously a stigma for men even growing up. It's like, don't cry. You mentioned it. Blaze put on an amazing performance last night, but you mentioned that, you know, when you were talking about, you know, as young boys, you know, we're kind of taught to like, hey, suck it up, don't cry. And I think us being able to put ourselves out there, and even when you get those comments, it's like, why are you crying so much? It's like, man, you know what? At some point in your life, you gotta let go of that insecurity of, hey, they might see me cry. Cause I cried at, we were watching Hell's Kitchen the other day and I cried. You know, I just, you know, sometimes it's, things get to you, and music speaks to your soul. And sometimes it makes your soul weep, but sometimes in a good way, in a happy sense, sometimes in a, damn, that really touched me kind of thing. But I think it's great, and I'm the resident crier on our channel, that's for sure. And it also looks good in the thumbnail to you know, so, you know. But I think it's great that we can also openly talk about this. That it's like, you know, we all know that feeling. It's like, don't cry, but it's sometimes, man, you can't help it. It's better to let it out than just keep it in too.
Everybody, just let go and let cry, okay? Let go and let cry. Trust me, it relieves a lot of stress. It makes you feel good. After that, you're going to smile. People going to be like, hey, what happened to you, man? I let go and I let cry.
Yeah.
And that's what I did. So, yeah, just do that.
Yeah. Yeah.
You gotta scrap right now.
That's all good.
If I have a couple more sodas, I might start crying.
More synergies.
Somebody in the back. What?
I'm emotionally shut off. I'll never cry. No, I'm kidding. No, like doing the channel and all that kind of stuff has made me like feel like a softer person. I've been able to maybe experience some things that I wouldn't have before, and I would say the closest that I've ever come to crying was at the first convention. Remember that lady?
Oh my God, dude! If you're out there, that was the greatest thing ever.
She flipped it on us.
To the funniest
She flipped it on us at the end. Angie flipped it on us at the end. But she came up to us like individually and was just like, hey, like when I'm alone at night and I don't have a lot, I have your channels and you changed my life. Like you saved my life. And I was like, I'm not crying. I won't do that. I'll hold strong for us both. But then like at that first con, she like got up and she said like, hey, like I love all of you. You're amazing. You make me feel like I have a community. 7 grown men on this panel were about to break down in tears. And then she goes, and you're all sexy as hell. So then those were happy tears.
Yeah. Dude,
But
can I ask you a question really quick?
me?
Yeah.
Okay.
So for me personally,
okay.
I do solo reactions. Well, this actually goes to all AM theory, and you as well too, because we both react to BTS solo most of the time, right?
Yeah.
So for myself personally, it's okay for me to get my feels because I'm alone in a room. You know what I mean?
Right.
There might be like a few thousand people watching it later, but at that moment in time, it's like me, my feels, and that music. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And whenever I have my friend Chris come react with me, it might be a song that just punched me right into something. I'm like,
No, it's real tough. It's real
do
tough.
you feel like, well, for you, I know you teared up on, so do y'all feel like it's harder, I guess, since you guys are like with your homies and you're like, you know, I don't know.
If Jonathan had never cried first,
Yeah.
yeah, for sure.
You never would, yeah. And I'm like, Jonathan broke that glass, dude.
Yeah, once he greenlit
Yeah.
crying, I was
Yeah.
like, all right.
Green,
Because there-
you ain't gonna outcry me, Jonathan.
There have been a few times where like my nose will burn.
Yeah.
And I'll be like, it's not gonna get me. It's not gonna get me. But it doesn't mean that I'm not feeling. It's
Yeah.
just kind of
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
I'm moved and my emotions are stirred. I just haven't like haven't brought
Yeah.
to tears.
Yeah.
It's gonna happen though.
And Peter used to have the old adage, "You'll never see me cry," and I have so much video evidence of him crying. So much.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
legit.
Yeah.
We got receipts.
Man, no, go on.
Oh, no, I don't cry. You might have thought you saw me crying on the channel, but it was CGI.
He just did some animation.
Yeah, so he got maced before he got.
Yeah. Well, what about you, Blaze? Was that like for you, like, I don't know, crying on what you guys say? Have you ever like teared up there? And like, if so, like your first time doing that, was it like weird for you because you're around like, you know?
My first time crying was when they didn't win the Grammy. Like it was sucked. I think we got there late. I think this at the time we'll meet up late. So we didn't get a chance to see the Grammys or, you know, we try not to listen to everybody else or whatever. So pretty much we did a few reactions before we was like, okay, let's check out the Grammy reaction. So Nico, which I think that was perfect, because he decided let's watch the performance and then we'll watch them win the Grammy. Because we had it in our mind, they won. Like, there was no denying it, right? So we all excited, you know, and then we watched it, and I remember we was just like, all our emotions that had us happy was just quiet. And I remember we was already in the kitchen. Me and Nico had took like a victory shot, you know, and when it didn't happen, I remember just like sitting there and I'm looking, I'm like, what the? And then I started crying. Like, I felt like somebody cheated my family for real. And I was about to get West Coast on because I don't play about my family. Now y'all know me. I'm the one that be ready to go hit them with the chitty chitty bang bang. You know? Oh, it was very angry. And then like Nico is very big on us understanding that we have a family show. But man, if y'all heard some of the words he said when he ran in that kitchen, I was like, I think they can hear you. But it was just that moment, you know. It was, because I never saw myself really just,
Yeah.
especially because, like, they didn't win.
Mm-hmm.
But I was like, man, my boys got his own, and then
Yeah.
boom. I remember running back to the back too. You know how they do back in the day on Murray? You were not the That was me. That's how I ran. I fell on the floor. My baby's. Nah, but yeah, that was my first time.
Oh, sorry. I forgot to tell the story. So my biggest first time, I think, was Spring Day. And that one was like big for me, right? Because I saw the whole documentary or behind the scenes stuff. And then I let it all out. And my mom calls me. And my mom's a really old school, traditional Mexican American woman. And she doesn't really do social media. But she saw the video. And then she called me. She said, "Amigo, are you okay?" And then I was like, "What are you talking about?" I was like at the store or something. I was like, "What are you talking about?" "I just saw you online crying over these little Asian boys, and you don't even understand what they're saying. Why are you crying?" And I'm like laughing my ass. I'm like, "Are you serious right now? That's the video you choose to watch?" And I'm like, I'm fine. And I had to explain to her, "No, there's this whole thing and yada yada, and there's subtitles. You can know what they're saying." And all this stuff. And then she's like, "Oh, okay. Well, yeah, they have kind of good music. I'll listen to it and yada yada." But then I go, "Yeah, Mom, trust me. There's this deeper meaning. That's why I'm crying. It's not just I'm crying over boys or anything like that." She's like, "Oh, okay. I was just worried because I've never seen you cry and they're boys and yada yada." I thought it was hilarious because I was like, yes, you know, there was a whole thing back then. But the reason why I was saying earlier what I said, there was this saying that I learned playing baseball, is anytime we were done playing, the coach would always say, "Leave it on the field." Meaning, whatever you have in you, whatever we have today, whatever we need to be done, do it, that by the time you get off this damn field, there is literally nothing left in you to give. And that's how hard you should play the game. And I literally feel that's how you should live. Like, by the time we're done with this, there shouldn't be anything in here. No talent, no tears, no laughter, anything. We should just let that thing rock. Whether it's crying, like all of us are talking about, or laughing, or whatever, let it all out. Because when it's done, it's done.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I do feel, though, you can cry too much.
Yeah.
Like, you can... I feel like
There's
you
no
can
wrong with it.
overdo it. I do feel you can, in a way,
Yeah.
you know, but for the most part, it's real helpful.
Yeah.
It's needed, absolutely.
I just want to say one thing really quick. I think we got a question, but talking about your mom watching a video, I was doing a live stream one time and I was doing a Wheel of Death challenge thingy, and my wife had a lot of outfit changes picked out for me. So imagine I'm normal dressed at first, and then the next time you see me, my daughter did my makeup. My wife had me in a wig, a tube top, and a just mini skirt.
Hell yeah.
And I'm like full on just ridiculous looking, and I think I'm slightly intoxicated. And guess who goes to my stream? My freaking dad. And he's like, he comes in really quick. He's like, "John ? That's all he says. And his name on there is Brian Reeves 1. And I was like, oh God.
Oh, no.
And then I get a text. He just sends me a screenshot of it with laughy faces. He was like, "What are you doing?" So. But that was the only time he's ever came into my stream, and that is the only, it said first time chatter, Brian Reeves 1. I was like, Dad, I'm making you proud, one show at a time. All right, we got a question?
What reactors that aren't here would you like to collab with?
Ooh, that we have, you know, I gotta say this really quick, because I don't really want to necessarily want to call a lot of people out, and myself personally, go for it, anybody else, but I love the fact that, in this, for instance, the BTS Reactor Con, it's such a cool thing that we're all, any reactor out there that might be possibly watching this, I think it's really cool that we might already have, a common bond. It's, a very weird thing if you think about it that we do, you know what I mean? But it's such a cool thing, too, if you actually break it down, we're experiencing music with everyone, and it's, a dream of mine, I'm such a music fan, so anybody out there, I'd love to collaborate with anybody. You just started a channel and you love music and you collab, like, bring it on, homie. But I'm down for anybody.
I mean, that's kind of how really this whole thing kicked off in general was we collabed with you on your podcast and then got to know you and then got to know you guys, Nico and AJJ and you and Mika and now Nesto, you're here as well, and it's crazy that as you know, when we started this, we were just, you know, we didn't have any clue what we're doing.
Yeah.
And now we have this not only community, but people who know what it's like behind the scenes. Not like reacting is hard in any kind of way.
Yeah.
Not like it, but there are stresses. There's, you know, struggles that you guys don't see behind the scenes, and I know that we all relate to that. And it's a beautiful thing to be able to connect and have shared life experience with these guys. And as far as, you know, other reactors, like same thing he said, like hit us up because we're down. I mean that's how you do it. You have to, you know, you gotta go out there and try it. We had no clue who you were.
Yeah.
And then Shayla, I believe it was Shayla, right, that introduced us to John?
Yeah.
Shout out Shayla, she's in the chat right now. And look at us now.
Yeah.
You fucking went to Japan with Scott.
Yeah.
We went to Japan together, right? It's just anybody and everybody and all content creators, if you want to hang out, meet up, you know, collaborate, pull up.
Can I just say this really quick too? Because like, I have to say something.
Are you talking to me directly?
No. But really quick, I just want to say, like, growing up in the music scene, you probably experienced this a lot too, and y'all are in the music scene. I don't know about you, but you might be as well. But especially maybe in the gaming scene, like, man, there's so many like clicks and so much like just cutthroat stuff. Like, my fans are mine, and you can't have mine, and like. And I was never that dude. Even growing up, I was always like, oh man, you guys seem cool. Let's play shows together.
Right.
And it was never like, I'll get your fans. It was like, I'd like to play shows because you guys seem like cool people. And I feel like I've been in the gaming scene, I've been in the music scene, and I try to bring that same mentality to those things. But then like, I'll say this, man, music reactor scene has been the most welcoming in that, where it's just like, let's just hang out. I don't care. It's not a competition.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, I'm not trying to like steal your viewers, and like, I want my fans or I want my community to know you because I like you. And there's some people that I like don't want my community to know, and like, you know, I'm not gonna bring them into my little circle of people. But it's because I know them now. You know what I mean? And so like, I genuinely like the people that are up on the stage right now, and I don't know. So yeah, I feel like we should all work with everybody. You got?
Let's travel the world some more.
Yeah.
You made me cry, man.
Well, just
It's funny that John Reeves come up here and say stuff like that. He's just 6'2" with pretty eyes.
son of a.
It's kind of hard still, his fans. You know? We got to come up here with our shirt off and shred it, you know. With a big, large BTS tattoo on our bodies that said John sucks.
I'm pretty sure John has that. J-Night might have that tattoo.
Some of butt cheek.
Yeah.
Nah, but in all, like, if I can think of any reactor, like, whether a group or solo, it would be BTS. Because y'all forgot they did reactors, and I was like, oh, they ain't gonna say it, I'm gonna say it. Yeah, BTS. They just don't get as much time to do it like we do. So, yeah, that'd be cool, you know, to have BTS come here and we sit up here as a reactor panel talking about them in their faces. Like, so RM.
I think you're the coolest.
Why are you so beautiful? Exactly.
So, piggybacking off of that, if BTS reacted to your reaction videos,
Oh my God.
which one would you want them to see?
I'm gonna go with like the first one that got my waterworks going, homie. I'm gonna go with that one. That way they know how I feel about that music. Like, freaking life goes on. I go with that one. because I went through the whole thing. We used to do like full experience reactions code, and that one broke me all freaking self, just snapped me in half, dude. Because it brought me to pandemic stuff. Like, it just brought all these flooded emotions. So, BTS, if you're watching this, life goes on. John Reeves live, full experience reaction. You got one?
Yeah. Man, there's a lot. I guess Pied Piper, because that's like the sexiest, most sensuous, get me pregnant song ever. And when I listened to that song, I acted a damn fool, so I want them to know how it affected me. It is crazy how freaking sensual that song is. Like, it is insane,
It
man.
literally says, my pipe awakens. What?
It is insane what they did with that song. It's crazy. It's crazy. My wife hasn't even seen it yet, so I'm saving it for a honeymoon. No, I'm playing. It's crazy.
You laugh, but even the songs that sound sexy, that they're not really talking about sexy stuff, I put it on. Hey, let me like this candle real quick. Yeah. Yeah, what they talk about? Don't worry about that, baby. Just sit back. I got you. My personal favorite is On. Like, just because I feel like that was the best comeback ever. Like, when I like just looked at that, man, I got a lot of John Reeves rubbing off on me like right now. But nah, when
You heard like every one of his answers. John Reeves, John Reeves.
but only because I just, man, when I looked at that video, I was like, bruh, they're crushing this. If I can just snap and been in that video, I don't care if I was messing up the moves. You just saw that one dude on the side. That's just the crump point coming up. Everybody back up. I got this. So yeah, it will be On.
I technically have two answers, but one of them is a solo. For the whole group, it's Mama or MMA 2019. They closed with Dionysus. It's that 40-minute performance.
Oh my God.
That was life-changing, honestly.
Yeah.
Just to watch that, I would love to see what they thought of us, because we were blown away. On a more serious note, though, I would love to have Suga watch our amygdala reaction. Speaking of videos that made me cry. Because I just, I felt so much in that because of the whole story and, the story throughout the videos, obviously the real story in his life. I would love for him to see that and be like, hey, you guys want to collab? No, I'm kidding. No, but seriously, yeah, that long 40-minute performance where they close with Dionysus, that.
Yeah, I'm mad that she said Dionysus before me, because that performance, like, they David Blaine you. Like, you're like, they fell, wait, they're back, wait, it's not them. Hey, what's going on here? And the whole performance was just, extravagant. And I've said this before too, like, you get, like, to see how excited we are, and we don't really have performances like that here in the West. Mm-hmm. Like, they go all out on these stage performances, and it elevates, like, the product, like, so much. So, Dionysus, yes. And then also, Pied Piper. Don't know if I could trust myself listening to it alone.
I would want them to watch the Black Swan reaction. Because I think that's the first song that I actually legit liked. I was like, man, it was like one of our first reactions. It was part of those videos that were put on that spreadsheet, and I got that one first right away. Like, before I got bought into the band, I was like, all right, I like that one, but then eventually I ended up liking all of it. But that was one that's closer to me.
That and I'll add one more on there.
It said pick one.
Well, I'm just saying that run BTS dance practice for the yet to come in Busan concert, that blew me away. So I'd love for them to see that the hard work they put on in that video, it shined through for sure.
I do apologize, we should have had you do this at the very beginning, but for the chat, not everybody knows everyone on the panel. So if you could start with introducing yourself and how long you have been in the fandom.
All right, go for Nesto. You want to hit Nesto and then just work our way down? Yeah. That way I won't back up.
My name is Ernesto Lopez, aka the Lonely Dad. I've been. Wait, what was the question?
How long you been in Army?
Oh, I don't even know. So I felt like I had to earn my badge to be in Army because I was like, hey, I'm just a fan. I'm like a little guy. Like I'm just a rookie. When am I Army? And then they were like, oh, you are now, or yada yada. So I felt like I had to earn my stripes.
Yeah.
You know, I was like, I don't know if I'm Army yet. I don't, but I would say about 9, 12 months, somewhere around a year, somewhere around a year. And in the span of 9 months, I filmed 500 BTS videos. So I was like, video, like 3 a day, just bam, 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 bam. And then I was like, just going until I experienced burnout, whatever. But that's how I got started. Because when I got started, I went full throttle. And now, yes, I'm Army. At what age are you Silver Army? What does that start? Anybody know? When you have silver hair, that's how that works?
Yes.
Okay, I thought you had to be a certain age or something like that. I was like, what am I? I don't know.
Right. Okay, so I'm John Reeves Live, or Kevin's with an S, depending on who you ask. And then I've been in Army like 3-ish years, maybe a little over 3 years now, which makes me feel awesome, dude. 4 years? Oh my God. Okay. It really went fast, man. Oh, the places we'll go. But yeah, I've been in I guess Army for now 4 years, dude. 4 years. It's been wild. And if you don't know me, I've got a really random YouTube channel, and I don't know. I do stuff like Ghost Noodles. Don't know.
Ghost Noodles.
Ghost Noodles.
Shout out.
Or me, AJJ, and Nico. Nico started a little bit before us. It was him and Mika. And then AJJ, then I came in. But I know since I've been in, we should be 5 years, maybe 6 by now. So yeah, 6 years representing. Well, I guess we weren't representing right at the beginning, but you know what I'm saying. Once we got, jumped in with the Army crew, we never left. You know what I'm saying? We got that Purple Heart tatted on the back. You heard me? Jerry's nothing.
It's your boy J Mac.
Okay.
At Johnny Wayne Mac on Threads. No. So we I know. So we started the channel. We just hit our 4-year anniversary in March. So it's been about 3.5 years, and it's been beautiful, honestly. It literally changed my life. Made me fall in love with music again. So 3.5 strong years. Oh yeah.
It's your boy Scott, aka Bad Boy Bobby, aka Rob Gucci.
On Threads?
Not on Threads. I was born of this, molded by it. Literally adopted it.
Don't make me start calling my vein.
It's been a fun ride for like the past 3.5 years. Learning a lot, and getting put on game, and also getting corrected when needed. We've been corrected a lot, especially in the beginning.
Yeah.
So we stuck with it, so we're about it. And I also saw Hobie live. Nobody else did on this panel.
Oh my God.
except for Ghost Noodles.
So if they've been Army 3.5 years, I've been Army like 3 years. It took me a little longer to get it. But when I got it, I got it. But I feel like no matter how long I feel like I've been part of the community and I learned, this is still one of the most intimidating fan bases to be a part of, because it's like, there's always I always feel like there's always somebody that's been into them a little bit longer than me. But yeah, no, I'm Peter, the other third, AKA Poppy. Yeah, super duper Poppy. I left for a little while for some time constraints that I had, and now I'm back part time, but I still do the other channel. But
I was gonna say Peter's selling himself short. The M3 would not exist if it wasn't for Peter, by the way.
Originally, we were reading books and working out and thought we were like, oh,
At the same time?
Normally.
1 Corinthians 5.
And then we started like talking about like
Yeah.
Blue Origin and.
Oh, heck yeah.
Oh, yeah, I remember that.
How Peter wasn't impressed with Jeff Bezos.
I still am not.
He was like, if you weren't impressed with what you say, so that same day Amazon packaged to the moon.
Oh, yeah. I remember that. I
Heck
forgot. I remember that.
Do you have any projects for welcoming the guys back when they are reunited?
Oh. We're gonna kidnap them.
Oh.
I'm sorry, they're adults. We'll abduct them.
Ah, yes.
Well, that is now on the internet.
I was gonna say, yeah, that's on the internet, sir.
The hive just kicks in the roof. Stories down.
So obviously, we're very excited that we're getting all the boys back this year. Honestly, I want them to, take their time. Don't rush into anything. Don't feel rushed. If you're watching this, Jimin, no, you're not watching. But we did at the beginning of the year, very impromptu. I told Scott, I was like, we need to make a BTS tribute video. It is linked on our page.
Yes.
And we did 7 songs. Peter popped in there too.
Yeah.
For about 10 seconds with V's song. But obviously, everything that comes out, we'll be reacting to it, and you never know what might be coming down the line. So.
Heck yeah.
I want you guys, to make your own choices in life. I'm gonna start with that because I'm like, we need to go rob a bank.
Yes.
That's what I'm talking about.
Because
Same age.
let's be realistic. When they come back, we definitely gonna need money. These concerts ain't getting any cheaper, So I would like for us to come up with a nice little heist. Maybe get some nice pricey diamonds. Go on the black web. Get it sold, and we can go as a group to every concert. Around the world.
Yes.
Just call our families, tell our kids, hey, we'll be back in a year. But we got to do this for the sake of honor. We got to be there for our brothers. They need us. And I'm serious. I don't have nothing to say after that. You see me get down or not?
That was a joke.
No, I think
No, it's not a joke. Why y'all?
Joking.
For legal reasons, it's a joke.
Allegedly it's a joke. It's allegedly a joke. Yeah.
Yes, yeah.
Allegedly.
Hit my page for
Yeah.
detail.
DM him. I don't know. Myself personally, I don't know exactly. I guess the tour, that's what we're talking about,
Yeah.
right? When they come back for tour. I don't know. But I got to say one thing really quick, because shout out my homeboy Jen. If you get on Ticketmaster right now and check out his tickets, he did not engage freaking dynamic pricing with his tickets. And I'm hoping that follows suit with BTS. That is one of the coolest things I've seen anybody do recently.
Why am I just hearing about this?
You can still get on Ticketmaster and buy a ticket for $69, people.
Oh,
yes.
what a price.
Nice. But you honestly, you couldn't do that. Even for the nosebleeds, I had people that were telling me they spent like $400 on nosebleeds for what was it? It was New York, right? Or Brooklyn for J-Up. So either way, hopefully that maintains and we don't go completely broke whenever BTS OT7 comes back. But yeah, man, we're gonna raid Hive. We're raiding Hive again. That's my game plan. I don't know. Either way.
Yes,
Allegedly. Yes. I was asking you, the last time we did one of these, had I already gone to the promised land or no?
No, that was
You had not
after.
left yet.
Dude,
You left from here to go
Yeah.
there.
Like
that was
next
wild.
day.
Yeah, I don't even know if I even said anything at the panel. I was just like, I don't really want to say anything, but yeah. That's
Yeah,
wild. That's a wild
you
one.
left and we get a picture that John says is that he's at the Hive building. I'm like,
Dude,
what the hell are you doing?
They literally just handed me a freaking a thing. I was like, because I had planned this out. I was like, I'm already here. I might as well try to walk in and see what happens. And then I Googled it, and there was there used to be a Hive museum there. And I was like, well, but it closed. And I saw that on Google. It says it's closed out. And I was like, well, if I walk in, at least step foot where my homies have been living at and doing recording and all this stuff at, I just gotta step foot in there just to be like, I'm here,
Yeah.
And my plan was to just be like, do you know where the museum is? And then get kicked out. That was my game plan. I knew that it was closed. And then as soon as I walk in, I'm sweaty as hell. I got on a backpack. I'm looking like this, you know what I mean? I'm in here, oh my God. And this lady walks up to me and she was like, John? And I was like, yes? And she was like, they're waiting for you. The bathroom's right over there if you want to get tidied up. And I was like, and she hands me a visitor pass. That's what happened. And like, so, yeah, no idea. The random luck of that one.
Give me that back. Give me that back. Hey, I'm gonna be visiting. I'm gonna be going to the building soon. My name is Blaze. My name is Blaze. We've been reacting to y'all for a long time. I will be there as soon as I can get there, but I will let you guys know when I'm coming. Just wanted to, throw that out there, by the way. Love you guys to life. Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, the funny ending of this is I got to like the 7th floor. Well, I like ran in the bathroom and I like FaceTime my wife. I was like, they let me in the high building. They think I'm some guy. I'm not meeting with anybody here. No one at Hive knows that I'm here. Oh my God. And so my wife was like, just go walk around until they kick you out. I was like, okay, fair. So I just got on the elevator, rode up there, and like looked around a lot of floors and stuff like that. Filmed a lot of stuff. They told me not to let out. They were like, you can't show these things. And then I was leaving, and a lady comes out, the same lady, and she was like, hey, I gave you a pass earlier. I was like, yeah, what was up with that? And she was like, oh, I used the wrong person. I was like, is there another tall American dude named John that I should know about? And she was like, actually, yeah. And I was like, okay, there you go. And that was the story. It's like, yeah, but either way, we're going back.
Well,
Raven Hive.
I stand by what I said.
It's gonna be a raid.
Like, I heard you have diamonds coming in.
I don't really have a plan, but I think a cool idea would be, now that I know these guys, like if we could figure out when it's gonna drop or like what project that we want to cover, maybe we could do something like this and just film. And then like, I don't know if we want to just do it on one person's channel or break it into sections where each of us take a turn to like, I don't know. Or we could just put it all on everybody's channel.
We normally go live. Everybody just go live.
Oh, everybody go live?
You got an idea?
I think that would be really cool. I mean, I've been planning to work with Nico, What You Got to Say a lot more. Which he should have been here. I don't know where he's at.
Yeah.
Nico, you watching? No, we got beef because he's the reason I'm here. He literally called me and said, hey, you want to go to this Reactor Con? I was like, what is that? And he was like, yeah, you should go. I think it's really cool. And then 2 days later, he's like, I'm not going. I was like, what the hell is that? Like, how you gonna invite me and not show up? And then he was, well, I might swing by later, and he's still not here. Anyway, you owe me Korean barbecue again because you bought it for me once, and it was supposed to be my turn, but it's back your turn again since you didn't show up. Anyway, I think it would be cool.
I got a solid piggyback on that. How about we just say that if they come to Dallas, we do a meetup, maybe just the day of the concert in Dallas, and we just all of us meet back up.
Hell
You know
yeah.
what I mean?
Oh, wait, was
If
that
they do a concert?
Yeah, I've never been to a beach.
Well, if they do, if they come back to Dallas, let's just all do a channel meetup, and we'll just like rent out somewhere for the day.
Yeah.
Well, John knows. It's fantastic.
Yeah. Boom.
Have you guys heard Scott went to
Blaze is the only
jail?
one up there that sends you an OT7 concert.
Really?
Yep.
Oh, really?
Yeah, dude. Yeah.
Oh, man.
Shit, homie.
Yeah, was that, so wait, when you said J-Hope's tickets, how much are they right now? Is it for the Dallas ones?
Yeah, you can buy them $69. Nosebleeds, of course, but it's
Who
still
was that
$69,
telling?
dude.
Okay, so you're saying 69, but I think I was getting scammed because
You were
somebody
getting
from
scammed.
Army,
Yeah.
well, yeah, somebody from Army emailed me and said, hey, if you're interested, Jay, not J-Hope, was it? Jen. Jen is in Dallas, and I have an extra ticket. My friend can't use it. Do you want it? And I'm like, wow, you're gonna give me a ticket? And then the next email, she said, it's just $500. If you want to give me $500, I'll give you a ticket. I'm like, $500? There he is! There he is! There he is! We were just talking smack about you. Thank you for watching. Just talking about
Wait a
you.
second. Wait a second.
Just talking about you, and not in a good way. All right.
Of course not.
You owe me Korean barbecue
What you
again.
doing?
All right.
Chilling. What you doing?
Chilling.
Bum, bum, bum.
You want to be tagged in? Nah.
Dang it.
And
Bless you.
Y'all look very handsome.
Hey, you look great, brother. You look, I see you got the indigo on your chest, got your chest out, boom, touch it, going.
I've been doing my push-up, bro.
You want to come say hi to the live stream?
Can you come say hi real quick?
Ladies and gentlemen, the ever lovely
Are y'all gonna say
Nico!
Hey,
What was the most memorable song or moment for you in your time reacting to BTS?
Oh my God. I guess I'm gonna start off just saying, like, definitely for me, the most memorable, but also I was slightly intoxicated and really starving at the moment. I'm just gonna, and I wasn't reacting yet, so this is kind of, I don't know if this works or not, but definitely checking out August D in New Orleans with our homegirl Meg, because without that, I don't think I'd be here right now. I was never gonna give them a chance because I was so ingrained in like my own little corner of music, and I was like just. She had asked me so many times, check out BTS, check out BTS. Do you know of our Lord and Savior BTS? And I was like, I don't know, but I don't know. And so I was probably never actually gonna check them out. And if not for an intoxicated night in New Orleans, I probably never would have. But here we are, and I'm very, very glad I did. So that's my most memorable.
It brought you to me.
Yeah, exactly. Ghost Noodles has formed because of such. All right, you got one?
Yeah, mine was probably, there was one time my family had a barbecue and I was like, F it, I'm just gonna take the camera to see who I could agree to react to BTS. Yes. And I set it up in my sister's room, well, my niece's room. And I actually got my niece, her friend who I never met to react. I got 2 little cousins to react. I got me, my son, and my dad to react at the same time.
3 generations!
So I literally got, I like everybody take turns to go up in that room. Everybody go up in that room.
So cool.
And they wanted to because they were like getting loosey-goosey drinking and stuff like that. And that was the only time I've ever been able to pull something off like that. So it sticks out a lot.
What song did you get them to react to?
My dad was on.
Okay.
Yeah, my dad was on. Yeah, him and me, my dad, my son. I was like, what do I get? What do I pick for him? He's not gonna really understand much. So what do I pick? I was like, I'm just put something with drums and dancing and stuff like that, something live.
Yeah.
So I did that, and he enjoyed that. Everybody else got to pick their own song.
Oh, no, that's solid. Yeah, I like that a lot, dude. That's awesome.
Yeah.
Go for it, homie. Boom.
That's hard. What was the question?
Most memorable
What
time
was the
reacting.
most memorable song or moment you reacted to so far on your BTS journey?
Persona, I felt like that was like a, a personal moment for us, what got me back to doing music. And I know I already talked about this, but I really feel like when they Grammy performance, like when you look at that performance, man, that was perfection, like I'd never seen before. First of all, the way they're able to even make things that I know not real, and they make me feel like it was real with the cards flying all around and they just catching it all sexy. So I did that. Y'all know it's about to go crazy out here, right? And then, boom, they just hit us with this beautiful, like out of this world performance. Something that I think like the Grammys been missing for a long time. And then when they didn't get it, like I can't ever forget that. I just can't. It sucks. It's a sad moment, but that's the most memorable one I can think of.
This game is here.
And actually, I have a personal reaction that Nico don't know that I did. I was at work. And I'm not supposed to be on my phone, but I chime into Twitch, when he was, doing Nitro Nico. And there was this song I never heard by RM. And man, I remember just being at work. Now, I'm on the line. The forklift I drive, it connects to an electric line, so make sure you don't run into nothing or bump nothing. So I wasn't doing anything dangerous. But I do remember stopping, like, my forklift just to cry because I've never heard this song, but it spoke to me so hard that day. I was having a real bad day, and I felt like he was just speaking to me like, Blaze, I'm talking to you, boy. So I was like, all right, RM, all right, I got you. So I actually did a reaction watching him do a reaction with the fam on Discord. So that's another moment. But that was a great moment for me. I know I cried, but I needed that cry. That was a great moment for me. So, yeah.
Which song was that?
I can't remember the name.
It's the one where it's from the Wings era, the one where Arm was like, I wish I could have loved myself.
Oh, damn, dude,
Reflection.
I got it too.
Yeah.
Reflection.
Yeah, Reflection. There we go. Thank you.
Oh yeah. I think for me, when we started reacting, we did Butter first, then Permission to Dance, which were, of course, at the time, brand new. And then the next two we did were Blood, Sweat, and Tears, and then Black Swan. And going from those first two to then, I think it was Blood, Sweat, and Tears first, I was so captivated with how cinematic it was. I was not expecting it, because the first two songs and videos that we watched were like, oh yeah, this is dope. But then when that came on and then Black Swan came on, it was like, oh, okay, this is a different level. And I started, at that point, starting appreciating it more than just music. It's not only music, but art. And that's what got me right there. Was I think it was Blood, Sweat, and Tears, and then like the next day we did Black Swan, and it was like, oh, okay, these guys are for real. So that's what did it for me.
Doing like live performances and looking at fan cams and stuff, I've always been jealous of everybody who was in the crowd. I've always been jealous of like everybody who's in the ocean with their Bangtan bombs lit and like going crazy. You see it. Like I love the energy that they give back to the boys, because like as much as the boys give to them, the crowd gives back. So when I got to go see J-Hope in San Antonio, they actually like being like in the crowd, like being like there with my Bangtan bomb and all that, like the energy is insane. Like it feels like you're in an earthquake. Yeah. And just like what you feel, everybody's feeling the same thing. It's like running through you. So that was like a moment that really changed me. Like it made me appreciate it more. And I've always loved live performances, and you get those live musicians there with them too. Yeah. They just elevated everything, and so that'll stick with me. That's the thing that'll stick with me the most.
My most memorable moment is not a reaction, but just like the first time I felt like I connected intimately with BTS was I was working a job that I was in a car, and I just really hated that job. And I just like it was really like I didn't want to be there, and it's like, but you make the sacrifices for your family, and it was like definitely a sacrifice moment. And I was listening to BTS, and then that, y'all know Make It Right is my favorite song, but that moment was the reason why, it's like I felt like I needed to hear that things were gonna be all right. So that was the most memorable one for me.
That's a great song, by the
You
way.
better cry. Look at that.
You'll never see me cry.
It didn't win March Madness though.
Yeah.
Oh my God. This guy who won March Madness and who also went to go see J-Hope. Let's get the mic over here.
Do the channels have any Festa plans?
Yeah, we're gonna crash Meg's house.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh no, I have no plans for that right now. I can't get with these guys.
TBD.
Yeah. I'm hopefully going to be doing a live stream from there. Fingers crossed. I don't want to be that guy, but hopefully I'll be doing a live stream from there. Fingers crossed. Last year I did, and it was wild. And but yeah, I don't know. That's my game plan. Hopefully.
Nico? Let me come over here.
That was great.
All right, so step one is really getting the band back together, and I mean Oblige, me, Blaze, and AJJ. That's step one. Once we get that solidified, step two is pretty much putting in that PTO, because it's gonna be a long days, long nights. I literally just want to just be with my fellas. Mika, if we can get her on camera, that would be amazing. But like really, just having a real family moment with our family, our brothers BTS, and celebrating them coming out the military and getting back to doing what they do best. I'm looking for Voltron to come back together. Some of y'all might not know what Voltron is, but Voltron was epic. I'm looking for the BTS magic to just hit our screens again and just light us up like dynamite. You hear me? So,
Weren't they literally 7 mini lion bots too?
Yes.
There's 7 of them.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Very protective. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So that's all we got.
I like it. It's solid.
Appreciate you, Nico. Oh yeah, you're good, man. Gotcha, bro.
For Festa, we'll be there.
Yes.
Maybe go live a couple times, but it will be we'll be all up in it. We won't be like John. We won't be there probably,
Green
but
screen you on there with me. I'm green screening you with me. You're
We
coming
should,
with me.
we should all probably get together, you know?
I'm sure Scott will be there in some capacity with John. But
I'm gonna green
you know.
screen him with me.
Meg, stock your fridge. I'm coming, eat your food, drink a drink. I'll be there.
What BTS performance or music? Oh, I'm sorry, Peter. I'm so
No,
sorry.
I'm just saying we should probably all three?
Robin makes
4 channels?
Yeah.
We should probably fest it together, probably.
Best stuff.
Not to volunteer anybody, but I think that'd be cool.
I like it.
What BTS performance or music video do you think is underrated?
Underrated? I mean, who did that question?
I got an underrated one.
Yeah, I don't have one. I think they're all great.
I can't.
I love
Y'all
Super
remember
Tuna.
what Jin's acoustic song that he performed was? He played acoustic guitar and sang. Jin.
Is it a secret from person?
You can ask.
They can't see me if I do
heard
this.
everything
No
you
one
said.
can see me or hear me if I do this with my mouth. You know what? Actually, I'm gonna give this one then instead. I'm gonna go with freaking Life Goes On. Suga live. His live performance last night in Seoul. Life Goes On. That was like one of the most. Hold on. No, I'm sorry. It is Snooze. There you go. Snooze live performance last night in Seoul. That was like one of the most.
You think that's underrated?
Yeah, because even it doesn't matter how much praise that one gets. That's like the most beautiful freaking performance I think I've ever seen from a person. He like bled that one out on stage, dude. He let it all out on the field.
Yeah.
Snooze, final night, Seoul. Augustine. Also, there's a Jin song where he played guitar and I can't remember what it was called. Does anybody know what that was called? Jin played acoustic guitar on stage once and sang. Does anybody remember what that one?
Which concert?
Right? It's underrated. No one knows it. That was probably my real answer, but I can't remember the name of the
It's
song.
like a beautiful cop out.
Yeah. If you guys remember the name, please put it in the
He
comments.
might have just made that up.
Jin, one time.
Oh yeah. I saw it. I was like, live performance?
Any performance or music video?
I don't know. It's hard to say what's underrated.
Yeah, that's
But the one that I really like, the one that I thought was big but didn't seem like it was big was when V did the, what did he do? He like a 12-second show. Like he was putting random people from the street.
10-second shows.
10-second shows. He was putting random people from the street, and they didn't know who he was. And they would open the curtains. He would just start singing for 10 seconds, and it would close. And everybody was like, "What the hell did I just see?" Like they didn't know.
Some
It was
people
gonna...
would freak out and be like, "It's me!"
Yeah, but even though he was like, and then one, it was hilarious because when the curtain opened, he was just dancing. He literally just danced for 10 seconds. It was hilarious. But even though it was kind of like a gimmick, like funny, to me, it like almost made me cry just because I was like, it meant so much to those people. You know what I'm saying? Just a random people off the street. I thought that was underrated. Now, obviously, it probably still had millions of views, but I just thought that moment meant a lot more than what was ultimately probably perceived.
I'm glad you said that. That's one of my favorite V things he's done too.
I love when I see like surprises.
I'm gonna say anything that's not OT7, because I notice a lot when the guys are solo, like you start seeing the numbers go down dramatically, you know. And I just feel like we know all together they can't be stopped, but I just feel like alone they still a real force to be reckoned with, and they be dropping really great music. And sometimes you might see a video, you think like, oh man, that thing probably at 20 million right now, and it'd be like 1.5. Like, why? Are you serious? This song is fire, you know. So I feel like anything that's not OT7, you know, like they're underrated. I mean, unless you're Sexy JK, you know.
Yeah.
Everybody love him, you know. But other than that, who?
Even Cheap Mac over here.
Oh yeah. Right. Look who you got, you know. It's a shame, man. You should be ashamed of yourself.
I'm proud of who I am. Not to piggyback off of what you just said. I think everything that RM did in this last run, like the same how you kind of said, like I don't understand it, like the numbers.
Yeah.
That man put on a master class of that entire album and then those videos. Beautiful. I think it's very underrated. Obviously, if you talk to an RM bias, they're gonna be we talk about underrated. Like, but just as like an outside perspective, I see it. I'm like, man, y'all are missing the hell out.
You're right. I didn't want to say RM because people know that's my bias, but you're.
But yeah, no, 100%, 100%.
I don't think I can add more, because y'all saying all this good stuff.
I say Jimin Who on the Jimmy Fallon.
Oh yeah.
I really like that song.
They got blocked and I beat Jimmy up and we got it unblocked.
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
Yeah,
take that, Jimmy.
It's hard to say when anything's underrated, but I just really like that performance.
Yeah.
You know, that little video was good.
Yeah.
Which BTS member do you think would make the best YouTube reactor?
Oh,
My God.
I'll be real. Man, Jen.
Yeah.
Jen, look, Jen is Mr. 110 for a reason. That dude was found on the streets. He was broke. He didn't have no money. They just saw him, said, "Oh, he's handsome. He got this." And then out of nowhere, of course I'm lying. He's not broke. He's good. And he wasn't on the streets. But like Jen, bro, his character, his personality, it just pops. Like even when he's just out and chilling, he's fun. You know what I'm saying? Especially had too many drinks, Jen.
Yeah.
I would love to hang with that Jen and see what it would be like, you know?
Yeah.
So I do feel like Jen would kill in reactions. Like we probably have to, you know how you say, hey, that's enough people out there for everybody?
Yeah.
Nah, we'll have to be fighting Jen. Hey, stop.
Can you wait to
Get
react
off.
to this?
You need to schedule so we can schedule around you.
Yeah.
I have
But
to
yeah.
I have to co-sign that.
I'm gonna say not just because I came out as a Jungkook cook lover. I think Jungkook would be a great reactor. Like we've seen. I know he's reacted to some stuff before, but just his personality with everything, I think he would kill it. He would kill it. I know y'all seen those live streams. I have.
You just crush a lot, don't you?
Maybe.
Yeah, I agree with that. Or J-Hope, because I think J-Hope's super animated. Jen is super animated. JK is super like, he's funny.
Yeah.
Like he's funny. Also, like I don't know, because I remember when I used to do stand-up comedy, people used to say, "If you sexy, you're not funny." You know what I'm saying? Like it's hard to be both because people are so focused on your looks, which was why it was so hard for your boy. No, no, people laughed. Trust me. People laughed. Yeah. No, but what I'm saying is, if we're talking about like just reacting, I could see either J-Hope or Jen like destroying that. Yeah.
They'd be a dynamic duo on the channel.
Like you and John?
I mean, my answer's Jen. My answer's Jen too. So. But,
What is a BTS moment you wish more people talked about?
Dang. Honestly, I don't know.
This year, y'all coming with them.
I know y'all got some wild ones here.
I think mine was which one was it? I think it was when J-Hope, wasn't he like talking to his parents live for the first time, or they were like acknowledging, he was crying.
Yeah.
I can't remember that moment, like exactly what was happening, but I remember he was busting out in tears because they were like praising him or something, you know, in their tradition or culture, it's rare that happens or something like that. Yeah, they were like proud of him basically. And I know Jen talked about that too, but that video was so powerful, man.
Yeah.
Just like him acknowledging the respect of his parents and then like, you know, pretty much stamping his success. You know what I'm saying? I thought that was powerful.
I like it. Dude, so I think like the moment when they not only spoke in the UN, because I know everybody talks about that, but the fact that they freaking sang Permission to Dance, which is covered as a pop song. You might hear and be like, That's super freaking poppy. But if you listen to what they're telling you, they're saying, we don't need your permission to dance whenever you're telling us we can't go outside, we have to do these mandates, like all these different things we're being told that we can and cannot do. We don't need your permission to dance. And I thought that was like the most metal to the core thing. And they sang that at the freaking UN. Pretty much telling the people that are writing the rules, you can't tell us that we have, like, we can't dance. You know what I mean? You can't tell us that we can't. So I thought that was like, I know everybody talks about the UN, but I don't think anybody ever talks about it in that way. And I really just wish more people saw it for like the metal rebellious thing that it kind of was in a weird way, even though it's a super poppy song. So it's like, I just love that.
That's so good, bro. I don't even think the UN caught on to
I know, they're like, oh, it's so good, permission to dance, but they're like, we don't need you to tell us that we can't. So I thought that was awesome. I love that. Metal.
That was actually my answer. So
Oh, nice, yes, great mind.
Nah, because I talked about how I was connected to Tupac. I felt like I connected with him. Tupac had many a moments like that. He had one with his own people when they called him to speak at the Black Panther convention. And he pretty much told them to their face, y'all sit up here, y'all always talk about what the youth is doing wrong, but y'all get older, y'all become lawyers and doctors, and y'all don't come back and try to change nothing. Then you leave us with the drug dealers and the pimps and all them, and they the one trying to teach us the game. And I felt like when they did that, I felt like they just had a Tupac moment, you know?
Yeah.
And because sometimes you like, you might look at me or the things that I say and it might connect with you. And you can call me, you know, but don't expect that person that you just see every once in a while, don't expect that person to show up. Because I might have some things I might need to say about you. And if you really feel me, you'll take it for what it is, or you can get mad and be a hater, it's up to you. And I felt like when BTS went up there and did that, they not only spoke with strong words, shout out, but then doing permission to dance.
Yeah.
I just thought that was a spinning kick to the face.
Yeah.
Shout out to J-Hope.
Dude, I gotta say that, like, the fact that, like, you have a thing that's, like, in the rap scene with Tupac, I've got things in metal, and then we've also got a shared thing in pop music, is freaking crazy to me.
That's another thing I love about this, too.
Music, man.
You're gonna think I'm BSing, but I'm not lying. I literally, that moment came to my mind.
The freaking moment.
Somehow we hadn't seen that actual performance until about a month ago. And watching that, I was like, this is like such a crazy, wild experience being at the UN, and then the context of the song on top of that, it was just amazing. I won't talk about it anymore. I have one other one, Hobie Palooza.
Oh yeah,
like
Change the world.
that was, you know, it's like the first time I saw, like, okay, it's a solo thing. He's out there by himself, and he represented the group and himself so well. And I just felt this overwhelming sense of pride come over me when watching that.
Yeah.
Because I'm like, that's our man up there, man. He's up there in front of this entire giant crowd. I feel like it's a very underrated moment. Obviously, he killed that performance, but I think like it's one of those where it's like the significance of it is what matters the most. Like that, it was beautiful, but also it's crazy that we all have that same thing about the UN.
Yeah.
I'll co-sign everything y'all said. It's so good. What I do, like, people already talk about so much, switch it up a little bit, is like how close they are. I've always said, like, I like to see the person behind the idol. And so when you get to see behind the stage or behind the scenes stuff, and especially during like Rise of Bangtan, you actually get to see like emotions, like when they're running high or like when they're happy. You actually get to see the person for who they are. And that's something I like the most. And I know a lot of people talk about it, but maybe sometimes I don't hear it enough. But like that's what I always like gravitate towards. Like I like the person. Like more than I like them as idols. Like don't get me wrong, but like the person. Absolutely.
Yeah, for sure. If you guys haven't noticed here, I like having a good time and just like joking and making fun of people and stuff. And so like my favorite moment was when they were at the hotel, and they were having somebody, I forgot who it was, but he was dancing on the other side of the door to get in. You remember that part? Yeah. I feel like that's when I connected the most. I was like, yo, you know what? That's how I am. You know, like I would make them do that too.
During the first meetup, we had a room, and Peter got locked out. So he's like, pop, 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 let me in. I was like, you know what you got to do. I was like, your bias did it, now you got to do it. He made some threats. I have that on video. Evidence.
If you could choose one word to describe what BTS has done for you, what would it be? Just one word. One word.
Wait, repeat the question.
If you could choose one word for what BTS has done for you, what would it be?
One word.
I got grow. Grow.
Yeah. Damn, that's a good one. I was gonna say love.
Not as good, but
yeah.
Mine was gonna be love. One word.
Love. Let's grow in love.
Appreciation. Appreciation. I know it's one word. Appreciation, though, of another culture that I didn't know about, and I've grown that appreciation.
Resurrected. The reason why it brought me and my cousins together, resurrected our relationship, resurrected my confidence, got me back into feeling like that guy again. Like right now, I feel like I'm just so handsome. Especially like around all these fine gentlemen, but I just feel like I'm still more handsome.
Somebody put a poll up.
And I will work it too, don't play with me. Okay? But nah, resurrected, that's my answer.
I'm gonna say evolution, because like I feel like I was kind of this person you see right now, but I wasn't like I was definitely like very reserved and very like I don't know, just doing like just a lot of horrible things to myself. Yeah. I don't know. And yeah, okay, not reserved as in like in public. I was always like this doofus, but I don't know, like I just didn't allow myself to feel a lot of things. I feel like they helped me out a lot. And then also allowed me to appreciate other music and just seek out other things, be more adventurous. And so I don't know, I've evolved as a person since BTS entered my life, I would say.
Cry? No, I would say, yeah, that. But I think motivated, because when I watch their work ethic and how long they're dancing for, then they go right after that to the studio, and then it's rinse and repeat, and they're like performing, and off stage they're like dying, and they have oxygen tanks on their face and all this, and they still go out and perform. I don't know, most people watching this are not content creators, and you know, like, it's like always just happy, hey, we're reacting and we're smiling, but there's so many hours in editing and filming, and most times we don't get paid for this, and it's hard. It's so hard, because I think all of us at one time had 2 or 3 jobs at the same time that we were filming or reacting, and it's hard work, and a lot of times it's thankless work, and you're just doing it for passion. And watching what they do, and how they did it, I don't even feel like I'm doing anything if I'm not trying that. Like, if I'm not busting, you know, if I'm not like grinding my ass off, or, you know, doing something to like what they did, then I feel like I didn't do nothing today. Like, I need to like go as hard as they went with their passion, you know? So I feel like they motivated me to that level of hustle that I really wasn't aiming for at first, you know? So,
you can carry the boats.
The what?
You can carry the boats.
Yeah, and the logs. Yeah, again.
Has BTS changed your ideas about friendship?
Oh, dude, yes. Man, well, just really quick, I guess speaking for myself, but like I honestly don't feel like I'd ever, like we were talking about with doing reactions for me, doing reactions with my friend Chris, I don't feel like I'd ever be comfortable like showing emotions of any kind with my homies. And I'm just saying like our first ever year, what was her name again? I'm sorry? Angie, who made all of us just tear up. I mean, seriously, there was not a dry eye, I don't think, in the whole room. And then, I don't feel like I felt comfortable enough with any of my friends to really just show like that emotion, you know what I mean, with people. So like, it definitely, they've helped me realize that as well too. And I just think it's cool. And not only BTS, but I'd say ARMY as well. Like ARMY, because I mean, we say BTS, and I think ARMY is an extension of that, but like, everybody I'm looking at here is ARMY right now, and like you guys have literally like in that way affected me as well too, where I feel comfortable being like, well, I can't believe I just ugly cried on this video, and I still feel okay enough to like hit publish, which does take a lot, because you know, like you feel like you're gonna get judged, but now I don't really feel like that anymore. Well, I still get judged, but you know, I just don't care anymore. Because you guys, y'all made me feel okay about it.
No, same answer. So yeah, same as far as like being open and being comfortable around people. Because I don't get to do, like I was saying, I don't get to do this on my first channel. I get to do it here. So different connections, you know, because we all have friends, and we all have like work friends or family friends or neighbor friends, and they're all different sets of friends, you know, or connections. But I feel like this group, this connection is a lot different than the stuff that I've experienced or allowed myself to experience. And I feel like the older you get, the more willing you are to allow yourself to get there. Because when you're younger, you're reserved. What are people gonna think of me? People are gonna judge me. And then you get older, like, I don't give a damn. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't got time to get judged and all this other stuff. I just wanna let it out. Yeah. Like, I just wanna live. You know what I'm saying?
Okay. Right. Yeah. I definitely know it changed. Far as the like being caring about what people think, I was fortunate enough to have a certain group of friends when I was younger, and we really didn't care, especially me and AJJ. Like sometimes we would sit up there. I remember we was at the mall, right? And my boy Taz and cousin Mika, they went to go meet these girls. And so me and AJJ just kind of chill in the background, right? So we just having fun and stuff like that. And they trying to be super serious because they with these girls, right? So they was like trying to tell us, like, man, come on, man, chill out, man. Act grown. Let me 14, cuz, chill out. What's wrong with you? So I remember we just went, we'll go in the store, we'll just ask crazy questions. And we walked into Victoria's Secret, and it's like, hey, think this fit me? And so my friends, they was like about to get upset. Girls started busting out laughing. And it's just things like that. We goofy together. Why you can't be goofy with these girls? You know what I'm saying? Me, AJJ never cared about that. And we brought that out with our friends. We did so many things to the point when we got to before we went to high school, we was invited to high school dances and proms because people knew us as, man, them boys don't care. They just gonna go out there, have fun, and they gonna be them. But I would say for a long time, it was hard for me to find other friends. So as you get older, some people grow apart. And I was trying to hold on to these friendships because I was like, nah, man, it's too many years. And I wasn't allowing myself to open up because even, you know, some of the music, I listen to hood music. They'd be like, man, keep your circle small. So I was trying to do that, you know what I'm saying? And then I will say, like, I've always been an outgoing person. I talk to people. I love to have fun. But letting you get close, that's a whole different story, you know? And after, you know, us connecting back and just looking at these guys, like, you know, just open up all the way, far as like crying wasn't a thing for us. I didn't cry like that. And if I did, somebody passed. And then it was kind of hard for me to cry it in. Really just letting other people in. that was a thing too. I'll be cool, we can laugh and all that, but I don't know if I'm about to just go and hang out with you like that. You know what I'm saying? I see you on YouTube, cuz I don't know you like that. What's wrong with you? You know? But it's just one of those things where it do allow you to open up and trust. And I think that's why we all sitting up here right now. Even before I left to come here yesterday, I was still a little bit nervous. I talked to Nico outside, you know, he was like, go do some laps, you know, come back, you'll be good. And when I walked in, I just kept going around. And the more I'm talking to people and, you know, just opening up more, I stopped being nervous, you know. I was like, okay, I just need to go do a little rehearsal. Came up here and try my best to give, you know, the best show I can possible. And I feel like that's how they changed me, you know, and all of you guys has been a big helping hand in that too. So, I'm sorry I was long-winded on that, but yeah, sorry.
Yeah, that, I think more than anything, BTS has made me appreciate my friends more. Like watching them behind the scenes, the real bro love that they have for each other. Like they're not related by blood, but you wouldn't know that with how, you know, they treat each other and care about each other. And I feel it's very similar to, you know, you and me may bicker all the time, but I love you in that kind of sense. And then also with this entire experience and this entire channel, you know, I was able to reconnect with Peter. You know, we were all close when we were younger, and then, you know, life happens and, you know, things happen. But I think watching them and how much love they have for each other, I appreciate that now, like, especially as getting older too. You know, the whole, you know, keep your circle small, sometimes that just ends up happening by chance, you know? And I think the most important thing is keeping those people that you care about the most in your life. And sometimes you have to put work in to you know, keep those people in your life. But just watching them, like, has, like, you know, I've grown such a fondness for these two, you know, you guys, you know, meeting you, Nesto, you know, you're not in the fold now as well, like Nico as well. You know, it kind of feels like a brotherhood because we all have, at least, you know, we may all come from different backgrounds and different lives, different parts of the country, but we have this together. Like, this is a very shared experience, and this is crazy. This is the third year we've done this, you know? 3 years ago, I had no idea who you guys were. And now I've been to your house. I haven't been to your house yet.
You better come on up to Nashville, dude.
You went to Japan with Scott.
You remember when we did that?
It was so fun.
It was so good.
But yeah, no, this BTS is, you know, the appreciation I have for the people in my life, it just has exasperated from watching them. So that's a big word.
Yeah, SAT word. I would say that watching their friendship and watching their closeness has made me a kinder friend. Growing up, you know, like now Jonathan and I, we do bicker like an old married couple because we've been bros for so long. But
23 years.
I know growing up, you know, you're gonna act like a certain way. Sometimes I be J Max bully. I'm admitting it.
All throughout school.
But he loved the attention. No,
I did.
But no, like seeing how how you should treat your friends and how you should treat the people like around you, has made me kind of like strive to like do that more with the people in my life. So I mean, Peter and I, we've been friends for so long that he's the only friend that I have that we can say the absolute worst things to, and it's funny. But everybody else is pure kindness and love. So I remember Peter showed his wife like our text thread, and she was like, "That's your best friend?" And he's like, "Yeah."
What is wrong with you?
Yeah, basically she was like, "What?" But no,
You say the
like,
meanest thing, like, no, it's out of love.
yeah. As soon as he knows me the best. No, but yeah, just being like kinder to my circle and my friends. I think you can agree that I've become much kinder in my older age.
Scott is a totally different person than he was when he was 18. Let's just say that.
I came over with my lip piercing and he made fun of me, so you're the bully.
You look ridiculous.
No, I look cool. I look cool. Nah.
Editor, go in and edit a picture of Scotty with the
That was so cute.
I'm very comfortable being by myself. My mom, she always told me like, don't trust people. And then I had a really bad experience with a really close friend, and then it made me like not trust anybody. And for a lot of years, like I was okay being by myself. And then my wife was like, "You should connect with some friends because you're just by yourself all the time." And I mean, it wasn't anything that I disliked. I like my own company, but then like, I thought, okay, well, who should I reconnect with? And so, Scott is like my closest, dearest friend. So I reached out to him, and it was part of me trying to reconnect with people. And in that, the amp theory happened, and then, J-Mac came back into my life, and then you see BTS, and you see how close they are, and I'm like, it just gave me an example to follow for friendships. And like as I meet these guys, like I try to reach out to them. It's not something I think about, so sometimes like a long time happens, and then all of a sudden I will think about them, and I'll like send them a message. But that's just from like thinking of like, all right, cool. Well, you see how BTS and how close they are, and it's like, well, I can at least send a text message. I can at least try to do a connection. But it's hard for me, like to really maintain those connections, because like in the back of my head is always like, shouldn't trust anybody. But it's like my conscious mind tells me like, no, that's not the way to be. So
Do you trust me? Put you on the spot. Do you trust me? Blink yes. Blink twice for yes. Yes.
Keep it with Peter.
Oh.
And ask you rapid fire questions. No explanation, just answer the question, pass the mic.
Okay.
Would you rather attend a BTS concert, front row, barricade, or have dinner with them but you can't take pictures or talk about it?
Rapid fire.
Rapid fire.
Okay.
Good job.
Concert.
Right.
Dinner, because I'll write about it. It'll be in the book posthumously.
No explanation.
Posthumously.
Pass it.
Dinner 1,000,000,000%.
Yeah.
Dinner.
Dinner, definitely.
Dinner.
What BTS song made you say, okay, I get it now?
Set me free, Jimin.
Oh God, I lost the dope.
What's that?
Oh God, I don't know. Honestly, well.
No explanation, rapid fire.
Outro tier.
You see, when I was a kid growing up.
Yeah. I remember hearing it on the radio.
Oh,
It's the fifth of May.
Black Swan.
Microcosmos.
Oh.
Digital.
Which member's artistry or growth has stood out to you the most?
RM.
Oh.
All.
No, one member.
Then I gotta go with my bias, Jen.
Yeah.
Sugar, because everything he's been.
He was all over the map tonight.
V. Jimin wrote his own music. Jimin, I'm sorry, Jimin.
V.
All right. How do you balance, this is not a rapid fire. How do you balance being a fan versus being a content creator?
Oh God. Jeez.
I don't know
We
if
got
there's
the
any
second
examples.
symbol, by the way, so this is a hard question to answer quickly.
You got 5 minutes.
All right, slightly rapid fire.
Yeah,
Slightly rapid.
I balance being a fan and
Versus
content
being-
creator. Yeah, I think that to me it's almost like if it's not one and the same. The only time you figure like you got to balance it is sometimes I'm like, ooh, this just dropped, or ooh, I haven't heard it. I want to enjoy it now, but then my content creator side is you got to react to it. So you don't want to give the people a fake reaction. So you got to wait now until you get in front of a camera and all this other stuff. And now I'm pissed because I'm like, I have all these songs or albums that I feel like I have to wait. So now I'm balancing the fan part and content creator.
That was really hard for me as well too, like going through it and then now like waiting for stuff. I feel like once you get past that, you're gonna be at this point where you're like, I can't wait to share this with everybody. So it's like, I do have to wait. Like I know whenever like the next Jimin album comes out, I know I'm gonna have to wait for a little minute, maybe as soon as it comes out. Jin, I've done that. That's the first time I've done that tonight. First time, edit it out. Editor, you got this. We're live?
Yeah, we're
Oh,
live.
God.
Oh my God! On 2 different streams, we're live.
Edit it out. I think that's doable. I don't know. But anyways, Jin, like whenever Jin's new album comes out, I know that I'm going to be able to react to that with people. I'm going to set aside time and stuff like that. But it's one of those things where like we can plan for it because we know when it's going to drop. And I get to react to it with people. And I feel like the fan and the content creator kind of have become one now because like I get to share my joy, my excitement, my struggles, and all these different things with our community. So I feel like now they have become one. But before, whenever it was like early and I had to listen to a lot of music, and there's like the whole discography, and I was like, I want to go through it now. And I had to wait. It sucked. So it's rough. But it gets better. That's all I'm saying. It does get better.
I want to say pretty much the same thing. At the end of the day, I know I cannot listen to certain music because I know Nico put his guns out on me, be like, really? So I try my best, you know, not to, even though it's very hard. And I really truly think that's the hardest part because it upsets you. You have to be away from what's going on whenever BTS got something new going on in order for you to give a true reaction. I'm gonna say something real quick. I don't know if you guys gonna like this. Sometimes I do get to the point where I be like, I wish I wasn't a reactor right now. But that's only because that's how much of a fan I am. So that's the struggle with me, you know, with that. So.
To me, it's literally one and the same. Because we pride ourselves on being genuine, watching it for the first time on camera in front of everybody. And I've never been disappointed by doing that. And it's, you know, it's just part of me now. You know, to me, the hardest part, and I know all you guys can agree, you kind of touched on it, the hardest part about being a reactor, and then also having like people in the same group as you, not being solo, is, shit, I gotta wait a day to watch this? Like, it's so hard not to watch, like, the first con, Sugar released Higgum the night before, but we couldn't watch it until we were together the next day together, and everybody at the con was like, have you heard it yet? It's so rare. I'm like, no, we haven't heard it. We gotta wait. So but to me, it's one and the same.
Kind of look at being like a content creator as like a social thing, and being a fan is being in solitude. Like I get to listen to it by myself. We get to experience it loud alone. So a lot of times when we do reactions, we've heard the song for like the very first time and it's great, but we're kind of having to be on and giving honest feedback. But when I'm alone in the car and it's bumping loud, then I really get to experience it and like sing along and experience it by myself. Mm-hmm. So I like both. Yeah.
This is how you balance it out. You help create a channel and become a reactor, and then you just leave it. Just leave the channel, and then you can listen to it whenever you want. And that's yeah. I mean, now I've come back to the M theory like on a part-time basis, so I still have that wiggle room. Like if I can't show up, y'all react to it, I'll just listen to it on my own. But this time that I've been gone, like I've gotten to experience BTS, like an actual fan has gotten to experience BTS, and I will say that like it is better that way, to be honest. Like because you just this came out, great, let me watch it and listen to it, not really have to worry about anything, just listening to the song. So
It'll hurt me if I go watch it or listen to it with Adam. He's like, what?
yeah. So that's the way it worked out for me.
I'm like, pump the brakes, kid. We're doing this together.
Alright, you've got 2 minutes left. Any final thoughts, comments, things you wanna say?
I do. I have something I want to say real quick. So, without BTS, you don't have Army, right? But without Army, you don't have us. And so, like, while I really enjoy their music and everything like that, like, I enjoy this a lot. You know, like being around you guys because I don't go to work and there's a lot of, like, I have a little speaker that says BTS and nobody's been like, hey, I really like them too, you know? Like, maybe they're closeted or maybe, I don't know, but they don't. So this is my only time to actually ever be around other fans. And you guys are amazing. Like, when I think of Army, I think of the people in this room because I've seen y'all's faces. I also think about the people that, you know, watch us live, but it's hard because I can't visualize them, but I visualize you guys. And so you guys is what represents Army in my mind. And so I appreciate you guys for being so awesome, being so open to us, you know, and all that. So thank you.
I've always said I've always said like one of the most important things that someone can give you is time. So all the time that you have spent like reacting to or watching our reactions and then talking with us and communicating with us, like it goes unmatched. And it's like what you said, like this is what I like. I like to like have conversations with you. I like to meet you. I like to like look at you in the eyes and like, you know, tell me stuff. I like that connection. And then also want to say thank you to the moderators for putting up with some shenanigans this weekend.
And all the months leading up to.
Oh yeah, that too. Yeah.
There's a lot of shenanigans.
Yeah. I can tell that, you know, sometimes we might have, you know, stepped up to that line. Y'all are about to lose your minds. But for real, like, this has been great. Thank you for helping put it together. And thank you.
All right, boys, on 3, let's hit them with a I'm sorry. 1, 2, 3.
I'm sorry.
Name a therapist.
Just very quickly, my closing statements. I just want to thank every single person who's here right now, every single person who's watching on our live streams. An extra special thank you again to Liz, Meg, and Bree. This would not be possible without you, like, in any kind of way. And then I also just want to thank BTS for putting out such a positive energy out in this world and bringing us together. So.
Yeah. Well, I had a great time. But nah, I love these moments. I'm pretty sure I talked about this last year. I like being with the people. I do agree with you, Peter. When I am thinking about who's watching on the other side, I can see y'all, and that's crazy, you know. I think it's fire too. But if I'm gonna leave y'all with anything, I want to leave y'all with this, man. Look, I need everybody to go out there and do the things that you want to do. I don't know if y'all have my channel or watch my channel. But every day I try to leave something positive, except for the weekends. You know, I try to spend time with family and stuff, get other things done. But go out there and fight for the things that you want to do. Be that person you want to be. Don't let nobody stop you from being any of that. You got to be your biggest fan sometimes. When I think of Army, when I think of what y'all have done for BTS, but the things that you don't do for yourselves, there's something wrong there. If you can do it and make these people such a global, positive force around this world, imagine what you can do for yourself and what you can do for the other people who might be needing you. So please, y'all go out there, y'all fight the good fight, and pick yourselves up. Don't let nobody keep you down. Pick yourself up. Tell yourself you got this. Be your biggest fan. And, you know, I just want to leave y'all with some of that. So I love y'all to life. And I hope that I get to see how dope, you know, you guys are. And I'm speaking to all of you in the room and everybody who's watching. Peace and love.
That's at Blaze Show on Threads.
I know, yeah. On Threads.
I don't have Threads.
I gotta say, man, honestly, I was thinking about my closing thing. I was like, I want it to be like something. And everything you just said, I totally agree with it, man. My God. But I just want to say, like, myself personally, I would not be doing the things I'm doing right now without Army, without people in this room, without everybody, like, our viewers and Patreons, and freaking just from random occurrences that have happened in my life. And nothing's a coincidence, I don't think. And I think we all got a purpose, and you should live your life trying to find out what yours is and then pursue it freaking endlessly, homies. Because the sky's the limit, so you can do anything. And like, really quick shout out to our homegirl Meg, who's about to be moving to freaking South Korea. What?
Yeah.
She was like, I want to be a teacher. And she freaking worked her butt off, worked a job, and worked in school, and freaking got a job placement, man. And now she's moving in like a couple months, or a couple weeks, a couple days, dude. But anyways, it's possible. Whatever your dream is, you can make it happen. No matter what your circumstances, grind, make that happen. And I totally agree with everything you said, though. But
Can I real quick? I want y'all to know this. I know he said the sky is the limit. It's not. Once you get there, it's just a view. That's all it is. When you live there, it's just a view. So it's not the limit. You can go beyond that. Okay, so go beyond that. Go Super Saiyan 20. You know, go hard.
Yeah.
Even further beyond.
Yeah, I just want to thank everybody for inviting me. This is my first time and my last. No, I'm playing. I wouldn't be here.
That was beautiful.
That was hard, man. I would not be here. Check. It's off. Okay, there it goes. That's a wrap. For real. That's a wrap.
She said we
All
got
right, I wouldn't be here if it wasn't for this man, Nico, over here, reaching out to me. And full disclosure, if you watch any of this replay, I was talking crap about you.
Right before you walked in.
Like 5 minutes.
Like minutes before you walked in.
I said, how you gonna invite me and not show up yourself? Like, he invited me and, I'm not going. I was like, what? So I was like scared, kind of intimidated, right? But anyway, it turned out really nice. I'm a big energy guy, so when I meet people, I like to see their personalities and the energy they've been giving off, and this has been a beautiful experience, man. Like, everybody up here made me feel like I've been knowing you guys, because I really was. It's kind of intimidated. Like, it's one thing to record behind a camera, but now you're actually going out, meeting people, like, that have been watching you, or, you know, for the first time or whatever, and it's been a great experience, like, really great experience. So, thank you guys for everything.
So we do have to get out of this room pretty soon. It's why we have a time limit on here. But I just want to say we've got some soju, and we also have a meeting, like a gathering room out there, right? So we can all still, like, just because we do have to evacuate this room pretty soon, there's a fire pit. I would love to have more conversations with everybody. This is our last night. Nico's here as well too. And let's just freaking hang out with each other, you know?
Oh, y'all hanging out.
Yeah. You can't escape.
Hanging out.
Not allowed to leave.
Yeah.
You can't stay in this room, but you can't leave.
Yeah. Anyway, guys, real thank you very much. Thank you for all the questions. Love you guys.
Alrighty.
Let's get drunk.
Oh, my
Let's go microwave shit.
Nico, you freaking missed it, bro. We were wrestling.
Reactors, someone still for a second, I gotta get this.
Yeah,
Wait, are we still?
The games.
This is from Sarah.
It got wild, bro.
Oh my God, really?
She texted me and said, "Give me the biggest thumbs down she could."
Can we open it now?
Yeah.
Can we open it now?
Yes, you can open them. Yeah, open it now. Should I turn yours off? Hi.
Look at this.
Yeah, dude. This is stuff.
Whoa, there's a lot of stuff.
Oh my God.
So much stuff in here.
Thank you so freaking much.
Not done either. It's cold.
Hey, look at that.
Okay.
Deborah, are these Meg's dogs? Because they look just like
Those are my dogs.
Have you and
That's a
Meg?
chocolate lab and yeah, that's a chocolate lab and a lab.
I love it. Oh my God.
used to have a chocolate there. Oh, cute. Huh? Wow. Okay. Who loves gin? I love gin.
Oh my God.
There's
There's another gin over there. Dude.
Raise your hand,
I love this.
This is all I was looking at those earlier.
Oh, that's awesome. We got a sugar ice?
Thank you.
Okay, I've got Jimin and Jungkook or Jimin and Jim.
I'll take Jimin and Jimin.
Oh. Ah, he's still taking gin now. Oh! Okay. Hello, peeps. I'm very sorry if I missed like any super chats or anything like that. I freaking apologize. But how is everybody doing? Mr. Nico? I know, Nico's somewhere over here. How are y'all doing today? Everyone looks so suns out, guns out. We're just flexing. Man, thank y'all for hanging out with us. Kathy, heck yes. I miss y'all very much. So, homies, what did you get, John? We got a cool magnet, like a gin magnet. Boop. Sup off, my fate. We got this guy right here. We got a Tay.
Look, ghost noodles for life.
Ghost noodles.
It is what it is.
Yes.
Everybody can be jealous, but you can also join us in Japan if you
It's
want to
true.
come.
Hey guys, this is the last.
I want to go to Japan. Yeah,
It's coming to Japan. Ghost noodles, the trio.
Get your red tickets.
Ghost Noodle sucks.
His jealousy is seen.
It knows no bounds.
Hey, did you know that actually me and John have more in common? We have the same exact car.
We have
found
the
out
same
today.
car. That is pretty freaking
Way
wild.
more than they have in common.
Look,
Both of our names are John.
Opposites attract, and that's how we fall in love.
That's why we work so well. But homies, for real, thank y'all for hanging out, man. Jealousy is real. I wish I was there. So next year we're gonna be doing this. We don't really know exactly where it's gonna be at, but it's gonna be Central America somewhere. We're thinking maybe Chicago. I didn't say that on here, but we're really thinking maybe Chicago next year around the same time. Nothing set in stone though, but if you guys do want to come out, we'd love to have you guys. But yeah, for real, thank y'all for hanging out with me tonight. I don't know how many people have been on here, but I genuinely appreciate you guys. I'm gonna go mingle with a lot of people and say hello to everybody. Couch crew, yeah. Romance Sean and Scotty, for real though. Oh, yes, heck yeah. Wait, no, not Central America. Central United States of America. I'm so sorry. Not. I'm thinking Central America, Chicago. Dude, I'm such a ding dong. I'm so sorry. Jody, how's it going? Take pictures and post them, please. So anybody watching this, I am going to be posting more stories on our Instagram as well too, and on my Patreon. So we'll be posting videos over there as well too. But yeah, thank you guys for hanging out with us, homies. Where are you now? I'm in Dallas. Dude, 2 bottles of soju. But I'll be doing a live stream from Japan on Wednesday. So Wednesday, I'll be doing a live stream from Japan. If you guys want to hang out there as well too. But for real, because of Eric? Oh, heck yes, I freaking love Eric. Chicago, say less, I'll be there. Yes, Lindsay. Heck yeah. But all right, homies, y'all have a blessed night. And for real, thank y'all very much for hanging out. If y'all do need anything at all, please message me. All of my socials, they're at John Reeves Live. And I'll catch y'all then. Toodaloo!